All right.
Live.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome.
What's up, guys? How you doing, everybody?
Yeah, good to see y'all.
Let's see if anybody is in the chat. If you're here, say hello in the chat. Join
Happy
us.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
I've got comments pulled up. No one yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Might be a little quiet. A lot of people are out doing stuff today.
Yeah.
Boy, it was just a beautiful day here in Massachusetts.
Same here.
Yeah.
Sunny, 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's about 70. It's about 76 here.
Ooh. David, how far away from you are you to the ocean or to the beach?
I'm about a half an hour, 40-minute drive or so.
That's not bad. That's pretty close.
If you think like the Pilgrims and Plymouth Rock and all that, the history, that's, you drive inland about, 20 miles or so. That's kind of where I'm at.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, here's Return of the Jedi.
All right. Awesome.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, welcome.
Nice to see you.
So
you should check out this gentleman here. You should check out his YouTube channel. He has a killer room full of Star Wars stuff.
Return of the Jedi?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Check him out. Seriously.
Okay.
Shameless plug. He's one of my followers, and yeah, he's got an awesome room.
I love seeing room videos, seeing everything people put on display.
It's about time to do an updated one. Mine's about 3 years old.
I plan on doing another one in June, just another collection run through, because June 7th is my 3-year anniversary for doing this. So I will do another collection update.
For collecting Black Series or for doing YouTube?
Mm-hmm. For collecting Black Series.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's over 15 years on YouTube. Or 16
Okay.
years. Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, June 7th.
Awesome. I have to narrow mine down to a date. Mine was 2015. I just don't remember. I think it was October.
Yeah. That's when I bought the probe droid right up there.
Yeah. That was your first purchase? That's awesome.
It was my very first one.
Man, that's the Black Series at a high.
Yeah. I just happened to be in Target and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then
I had 2 of those originally. Those were 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. But then got home and started doing research on the line and figured, okay, it's over.
They got you. Yep.
I'm all in.
Yep. I was a little hesitant at first, getting into Black Series in general, just because I knew how popular it was. So I was kind of some other lines that weren't as popular and stuff. And then I was like, oh,
what year did you start collecting the line?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't remember the actual years, but the first Black Series figure I got was the carbonized Mandalorian. Because I just happened. I think I went into Target during the Mando Monday. No, it was Triple Force Friday. Might have been.
Yeah.
That was when it came out, and they had
2018.
They had a dozen, of the carbonated Mandos, and I was like, oh, I'll get that, And I had about half a dozen other middle-aged guys in the toy aisle. So I was like, oh, something's going on.
That's funny.
So I grabbed it and I just watched a couple other videos on YouTube of guys opening. I was all in box before then, so I was like, I'm gonna open this and have fun with it.
You were kind of lucky to get one of those because those were hard to find.
I was. It was one of those like they had a dozen on the shelf, and that was like the only time I ever saw them on.
Wow.
They went crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those in person.
Yeah,
and so I think they're still kind of hard to find.
That was my first one, and then I was like, okay, just OT and Mandalorian, and that went out the window. But
nice.
Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I see some shelves there behind you, Arthur.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't see directly behind me is my little Echo base.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
My big head's in the way.
That's pretty sweet.
And then
that's awesome.
And I got the guys
like that.
I can't figure out how to do this. There it is.
Yeah, it's backwards.
I keep going the opposite direction. Yeah. So they have you got my I had the Snowspeeder kind of up high and like for a long time, and I'm like, you know what? I spent over $100 on this. I'm gonna have it where I can enjoy it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I have the guys working on them. I got Luke, and then
I have mine over there in the corner too. It's kind of funny you have it down too.
I took the panels off, and I have them situated
cool.
like they're working on it with the little welder, and so it's fun.
Yeah, yeah. They're trying to
eventually get some. I want to eventually get some consoles and stuff and put it in the Echo base, and I might need to make a bigger one. That one's in the end it ended up being kind of small. So
there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So I just get a bucket of that spackle that David is at, and I just go to town, get it wet, and you just kind of smear it all over, and it looks like snow.
It's real sweet how that works. It's
really I found that out on your page, and I was like, "This is so fun."
Yeah,
messy but fun. So
and easy.
So it works well.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. And I took a sponge and I kind of made striations this way to make that effect on Echo Base a little bit. And so
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, David's got some great diorama ideas. And
then of course
some of the snow stuff, the hot stuff is my favorite.
And then of course you see the cave right there. He doubles as a Wampa cave and the spiders. Right now he's the spider cave.
Okay.
Did you ever happen to pick up that that Hoth box set that they had for a while with Leia and Han Solo?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got they up here they had the re-release, and they had a whole bunch. They had a whole bunch of them for a long time.
That got down to like 30.
It was like
$30 at one point.
Yeah, $25-$30 is what I saw it at.
I got the regular Han, and then the one with the fluffy. So I got both of them. So I got tons of Echo Base guys. So it's fun.
Yeah, I'm a big Empire guy. That's my favorite.
So Arthur, you're in Alaska, right?
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, you guys were saying how nice it was. It was somewhat nice today. It's a little overcast, but it was only about like mid-40s.
Wow.
Where are you again? Did you say you were like by Eagle or Wasilla or someplace?
Yeah. Well, I'm just outside of Anchorage.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Eagle River, yeah. So
Eagle River.
Wow. Are you from there originally?
No. My wife grew up here.
Okay.
And I grew up in Southern California, and then when I was about 10, my dad got transferred to New York from LA, so we moved to New York. So and then I grew up in New Jersey on the East Coast.
Wow. Oh, you did? Wow.
Wow. So you went from California to New Jersey. That's a culture shock.
Yeah. My dad, like I said, got transferred to New York, so it was a big, definitely different. So
yeah, that's totally
cool.
Yeah,
that's like Daniel LaRusso, but opposite, right? Karate Kid.
Well, then I graduated high school, I graduated high school, and I met my wife in California, where we went to college. And
oh, cool.
That's
long
so
story
neat.
short, we
for
ended
some
up
reason, for some reason, I was thinking that you were in Colorado.
No, it's similar.
It's similar. Yeah.
Really
so it's Alaska.
Maybe you're thinking about me, Matt. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Not now. No, I live in Phoenix. I've been in Arizona for 10 years.
So you're on the West Coast. So.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Juneau, in Alaska. So that's my.
That's right. Yeah.
And I went to college in Fairbanks, further north. So one of my friends was from Wasilla, really cool. And I had a friend from Eagle River, and I've been down that area a little bit, but it's kind of fun to meet another collector from Alaska.
Yeah, last month it was 10 years
so cool.
I've been up here, so and I just love it.
We kind of have the four corners. We got Matt in Georgia, we got you, David, over there in Massachusetts. I'm in Arizona, and you're in Alaska.
Definitely.
So we should have distribution covered. If anybody is looking for something, we got to communicate with each other.
Yeah. We need to find somebody in Kansas or something right in the center.
Yeah.
Or something.
That'd be the Out of the Basement boys. Those guys are somewhere in there.
Yeah, they're in Indiana
or something like that. Yeah.
Nah.
So the reason I asked Arthur was I did want to ask kind of what is it like up there being a collector? I know Anchorage is a huge city, so
Anchorage is big. We got as far as secondhand toy stores, there's nothing. There's you get in the like vintage toy stores or anything like that. But we have 2 Targets, 3 Targets, including Wasilla. So in the area,
that's good.
And then
Target's pretty good about Black.
We have a lot of Walmarts. We have just in Anchorage. I have a Walmart. I pass Walmart on my way to work. Just down about 2 miles down the street. But it's one of the smaller ones, so it rarely has anything new. But there's 3 Walmarts in Anchorage that are pretty good. Walmart is actually pretty good with price wise. They're probably about the same as you would have it like anywhere else, I would say. Where Target, they like literally, I want to say they're $2 or $3 more Target is, but you price match. If you go on the app, you go, hey, look, it's this much on the app, then they price match it. So you got to kind of watch it with Target. So
yeah, no, they're good about that. What's like the latest figures or like the latest wave that's on the shelves?
Truthfully, it's about the same. Because it's it's about the same as they have because I see everybody on Instagram and stuff. Oh, we got this and that.
It's like 40th anniversary and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all the same. Like new pickups. I got this guy the other day.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
I got my second one to go with. He's over here.
Beautiful.
My little,
that's a great figure. I love that.
I got a big space for Jabba right about here.
Did you my bandstand?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I didn't get around to it, but I'm assuming I'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think
I pulled back on I pulled way back on the pre-orders. I've only pre-ordered like a couple.
It's just overwhelming, man. Too many.
I had to write a note in my phone. I was like, it's going over the top. I'm like,
I mean, we're pre-ordering stuff a year out now. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm getting to, and a lot of other collectors are. I see it that, more if I just see it in the stores,
See, here's my question about that. Yeah, here's my question about that though, because Nerdzoic did a video about, the last couple of years how Hasbro I feel like has overproduced a lot of stuff, especially the live action figures, and a lot of that stuff's just going on clearance. So he's guessing, and he doesn't know, but he's kind of predicting that over the next 12, 18 months that they're going to course correct and they're going to bring those numbers down to make it more collectible. Because right now it's just everything's flooded. There's too many figures. Yeah. I mean, you see it. You guys know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
this year in particular, I don't think I've ever seen this many releases in such a short time.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. I think they need to pump the brakes a little bit and catch up before we keep announcing more pre-orders.
Yeah. I mean, on the 4th, I've never pre-ordered so much in my life, since I started collecting.
Yeah.
So
I kind of expected it. I thought that they would do a little bit more at Celebration, and it seems like they pushed it all to the May the 4th instead.
Yeah. Now I did skip a few, but I did grab quite a few. So
Celebration had a lot more TVC as well.
Yeah, it did.
May the 4th had hardly any TVC, so it was more a black.
Arthur, I wanted to ask you, who's kind of your go-to? So if you don't go to Target or Walmart, what's your retailer? Where do you order your stuff?
A lot online.
Any particular one though?
If I could get it on Amazon, the biggest thing up here is, and if with anything, is shipping, because you think you guys get nailed with shipping. We get really nailed with shipping. If I got to be careful. So if I could get on Amazon, I hate to, I like to support the little guys, but they nail me on shipping. So, but if I could get on Amazon, that's great. And Matt, it's funny because I know which figures you get from Amazon, because hey, I got mine the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, but I also did Big Bad. I've got a pile of loot with Big Bad.
Yeah, which that's smart. I like that they do that.
So which I've been waiting for Mara Jade, and hasn't come in. I think it's not going to come in because it's going to ship I think Monday. So oh well, I'll have to figure something out. But yeah, those are my big ones. I've done what's the other one? Entertainment Earth, but their shipping is so high. And I've done Nerdzoic as well, but his shipping is kind of high.
Does Hasbro Pulse ship to Alaska?
They do. Yeah, they do. They're I don't have the
premium.
I forget what the premium. I don't do premium.
Yeah.
So
that might be worth it for you for the year. I mean,
I'll have to think about it. Yeah, I definitely have to think about it, because then I don't
have $50 for the year. Yeah, I'm not a Pulse member just because I order most of my stuff from either Amazon or Entertainment Earth.
You know what I typically do?
If I could get in there on Amazon the day they drop it, then it's usually pretty good. But if it's a popular figure, but a lot of the stuff nowadays is probably fine.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Right? That's what I mean. I feel like it's easier to get stuff now. It's not as, even though we're, a lot of times we're going to like 3 or 4 different like exclusive retailer over here and blah, blah, blah. But like what Matt was saying, I think it'll pay for itself. Like for me, the one time I did premium, I waited till it was like May the 4th. I bought it the night before and I ordered a bunch of stuff. So it almost like paid for the shipping in the first thing. Yeah. And then I used it probably 3 or 4 more times over the course of the year, and it was worth it.
Yeah.
So
I've only ordered a few things through Pulse.
Yeah.
It's just never been my go-to.
No.
I just don't think about it.
Yeah. The customer service is great.
Yeah. I think what happens is that
stuff damaged.
And all their inventory gets promised out to the big box guys first, and that's why Pulse usually gets it last.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Colonel Angus
right here.
Oh, give me.
And look at the card, not damaged. It's in
wow.
good shape. So like I am a premium member. I've been a premium member for 3 years, I think, maybe 4 years since they started it. And I just upped my subscription again because I keep getting the early release window actually works for me because I collect multiple lines. So I'm in G.I. Joe and Black Series and sometimes some TVC stuff and sometimes some of the retro collection stuff. So for me, it makes sense because it's $50 spread over the year. But if I place 10 orders, which I'm probably going to, it makes sense, shipping wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you collect TVC too. It's not just the 6-inch stuff.
A little bit. Yeah. I don't do a lot of TVC, but I have some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, even you do the Marvel retro stuff too.
Yeah. The Marvel retro. Yeah. But for me, it makes sense because
they do package things pretty well. Hasbro
most of the time. Some people have been getting damaged. Like these cards here, I did see some people in the groups on Facebook where the cards like all bent because Hasbro Pulse put it in too small of a box.
Yeah.
So when mine arrived, I was scared, but it came through.
They sent my Heroes of Endor set with nothing inside it. They just threw it in a box. It wasn't even taped all the way closed.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Han Solo. I've got 3 Han Solos from A New Hope from Hasbro Pulse because they sent it damaged. And then they sent me another one and said, keep the damaged one. They sent me a second one. And I guess they don't communicate with themselves very well because they sent me another one. So
what's up, Colonel Angus?
Still on the card. Yeah.
Colonel Angus is here. Hooter McCurley is here. Edmonton.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, chat? I'm sure there's a lot more people here now.
Yeah.
Got a few folks pouring in.
So I want to pull up the pictures of the new releases and just kind of talk about the new Black Series figures. We'll do that here in a bit and see what I'm curious what everybody ended up pre-ordering and what people end up skipping. Let me get this.
Well, I'll go last because I didn't pick up a whole lot.
Well, let me see if I can add this into the stream here. Okay, so this is the Hasbro Pulse website.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. What do you guys think? Ewoks? Yes, no?
I passed on it, but it's cute.
In store. If I see it in store.
It's just not something I would buy, but
yeah, I guess if you're a fan of this, I don't get it personally.
Yeah.
But I mean, if this is a callback to something that was, in existence before, I get it.
Yeah, the Ewoks cartoon. I never watched it.
I didn't really either. Even though I'm really into the old vintage Kenner stuff, as you guys know, but I didn't, Ewoks was not something I watched. So I did not buy these either because I thought same thing. I think they're kind of cool looking, but wasn't really for me.
No.
I may be out of line, but I'm going to ask a question. This is to you guys in the chat. It feels like this and also the droids thing, like those weren't really looked very highly upon back then. And it's almost like a guilty pleasure now where it's like, oh yeah, that's really cool nostalgia. But it's like, did anybody really like these shows when they were when they were new? I don't think so.
Well,
other than kids did, I'm sure.
I just recently rewatched Droids and watching it now, it is so cheesy.
Yeah.
It was painful to watch.
It's on Disney Plus, right? So
yeah.
I think
somebody brought up a good point too.
I don't know if my kids watched it, and my kids
my kids didn't care. And they're 3 and 6 and they didn't care.
Yeah.
So let's skip that one. You got a helmet. Yeah, it looks like a cool, Axe Wove's helmet. That's cool for the helmet guys.
I don't like that they jacked up the price $20. That's not cool.
Yeah.
It used to be 110. Mando was 110.
Wow.
All right. Let's talk about this guy. Everybody's excited about Darth Malgus.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the character, but I could not pass that up. He just looks too good.
This guy looks menacing. Like, look at that.
Yeah, he's an absolute Hulk.
That face.
Now,
I didn't play the game or anything, so I don't have anything. I don't have any sort of an attachment to him.
As far as height, I I did some research on Darth Malgus just recently, and he's about 7 feet tall. So that should be a 7-inch figure.
Okay.
Should be. I mean,
he's probably going to be as tall as like Chewie or Black Chrysanthemum or something, right?
Yeah. He should be a monster.
He might look cool with a bunch of Inquisitors and all the dark side people, even though
I'll give him credit. Whoever did their photo photography or their figure photography,
that one where he goes
really good, a lot better, a lot more creative than they usually do.
This is a great shot here. I love it. The photographer is Matt Cohen, who does Shooting the Galaxy.
Okay.
He just started working at Hasbro a little over a year ago, and he's been doing such a great job. And he photographs all their lines, or not all their lines, but he does. I know he does Power Rangers, he does G.I. Joe. He does the Star Wars.
I mean, it sells this figure. I mean, it really does, especially for people that don't know the character. They just want a good action figure.
Yeah, he just looked too good to pass up. Look at that skin.
That looks so good.
I mean, they did a nice job on that. And Colonel, the $33 or $34 price tag, Colonel. I mean, if he's big enough, this could be a well.
I just see.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
He's big. He's big.
So my thoughts on it, I just see it's gonna. Personally, I think it'll be like a wrecker. It'll gonna be like a.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's gonna be like the deluxe figures. Yeah, it'll eventually be like $25, $27.
Yeah, Wrecker came with a lot more accessories. I mean, he just comes with a lightsaber and a breathing mask.
True.
I mean, I was fine with it.
You think about the other deluxe figures like this would be Saw Gerrera. He was $34.
Came with a stick and a blaster.
He didn't have much, but he had a lot of sculpting. A lot of sculpting.
Yeah, that's where the money's going for this figure. The size, the plastic, and the sculpting.
All that detail. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
I don't like it. I think they could have done it for $29.99 like they used to do. Deluxe Boba Fett was $29. I don't know. I mean,
I love soft food.
Hasbro.
I love soft food. Give me some mashed potatoes.
The Collector 77. That's my buddy Chris from Chris
Soft Goods
plug.
Okay.
So Chris is saying, he likes a molded cape rather than the soft goods cape or the hood.
I think he's right. It would have looked better in my opinion. Kind of like Storm Shadow, where it's kind of more fitted
for detail.
Yeah. $34 is too much.
Yeah, the pricing is here. Let's look at that hood again. Let's see if I can get in there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The hoods never sit that cleanly though for me.
Let me bring something up. So I just got the new Jedi Luke.
Yeah,
and in the picture, so the hood is real nice.
Look at this. Doesn't want to sit.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's terrible. It doesn't even work. Like in the pictures they show, it doesn't even work. It won't lay like that. So I'm like, how did you guys get it to do this?
Arthur, show that again. Show him again.
Yeah. You see how look at that. Then you got this bundle of like.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Yeah. I took it off.
Yeah. I don't know.
So look at this.
It might be the pose I have him in, but it's just kind of and you got all this that's really annoying too. So it's kind of tricky.
This came from eBay.
That's better.
Custom cape. It's wired, huh?
Wired and everything, yeah. And it's actually I have it folded in, so I could fold it over him.
We almost need like something in the middle of like
in the middle, yeah. Because this is a lot of material.
A little bit,
but the top looks a lot better.
Moldable plastic, not the traffic cones either.
Yeah.
I think that.
And this is just
good. I like that.
Yeah, that works well.
That.
Yeah, and you can, I could tailor it a little bit more so it's a little more fitted, but I don't know.
I almost wish they didn't connect it here. That's what a little bit of the issue. So,
well, like we talked about before, guys. I just think like Darth Vader does not need all this. He just doesn't. He's like Batman. It's kind of crazy.
He's Darth Wayne.
Yeah,
it's insane. It's a lot of material.
Like $4 in material there.
And this was a $20 figure.
Well, that's the problem. See, they set that standard early on in the line of all that, because that's a great cape, and then now they cut them down way.
And I took some of the material off, some of the dread, the stuff on the front. I was like, this is too much.
Does he have that much cape in the movies? I don't.
It's hard to tell.
I don't remember it floating that far behind.
Hard to tell.
No, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
You can really see it in Empire when he kind of gets down on one knee, and it's like, there's not that much cape there.
No.
I'll have to rewatch it.
But I think you're right, David.
Let me. What this happened here? Trying to get my thing to come back on my screen.
Well, let me ask you guys something while you're doing that. What do you think about the Windows coming back? That's a big thing, right?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
I got used to the plastic free. You know, it's nice not having to that crinkle to open it.
Yeah,
right.
But
just let them unroll.
I know for sales wise, walking into the store, I kind of like seeing the actual figures. So I just wish they could do something in the middle with like a little bit less plastic. Maybe.
Yeah, Transformers tried to do something where they had like half the figure showing.
Yeah, it was like a window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they had some. We saw, the Yakface had back when they were testing out plastic free. They had some with like a little small window at least. That might be.
I'd be afraid somebody would stick their finger in there and get the figure out.
It's just so much nicer seeing the figure. I mean, look at the new Mando here.
And especially for inbox collectors, I feel for the inbox collectors. I know a couple guys where it's
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Like a lot of those guys, they were going to leave the hobby if they didn't already.
Yeah.
It's like
that's a good figure right there.
$25 box, pretty much, is what it is.
That Stage Figure Arts.
That's one of the few ones that I actually pre-ordered. From the May 4th is that guy. I saw him on Amazon. I was like, oh, I'll pre-order that one.
The Mando.
I can't wait to play with
the Mando. Yeah.
With the new shoulder pads, new torso. I can't wait to see what that's like.
So the only other
Death Watch Mando.
Yeah. Do you have any other version of Mando? Just the carbonized version?
No, I have. I got the original version. I had a local guy. It was actually a funny story. He through Facebook Marketplace, he was getting out of Black Series, and he had every single one up until this was about a year ago, maybe about a year ago, because it was winter time, but it wasn't this past winter. And and I got quite a bit. So I picked up, and he did good. He had like little tabs that you grabbed to he organized it really well. So I got the original Mando, and I have the Snowy Mando, and I have the one of the Beskar, the first Beskar Mando. But I didn't get the one with the removable helmet or the Muddy Mando. I thought about the Muddy Mando, but I was like, I don't need that many Mandos. But I like this one with the cape. It's definitely better.
Look at the Darksaber here, guys. So the Darksaber, the blade is removable on it.
I saw that they were. I heard somebody was chatting about it, how they were saying that it actually has a little loop.
Yeah, that's nice.
That it hangs from his belt. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I like the look of that. I missed that photo. I just looking at it just now is the first time I noticed that.
Yeah, it looks good.
My only question with this figure is, and again, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's Hasbro being Hasbro. It's like, how come this Mando didn't go in the Ahsoka pack? It's like, why did we wait? You're gonna make everybody buy that for $70, and then now you're gonna drop this one.
In the Ahsoka 2-pack.
Yeah, because let's be honest, they milked that original Mando mold for about 10 figures.
Oh yeah.
It may be closer to 7 or 8, but it was a lot. Yeah. And now it's like, okay, now you're gonna give us this brand new version. And I know people are going to eat it up because it's better. It's just a better figure.
Yeah.
And I just, and I'm guilty of it too. I bought, the first Mando in 2019. I bought probably about 3 or 4 of them. And then I was like, no, I'm good. Especially when they redid it, when he got his Beskar, they didn't include the gauntlet swivel. When they took that out, I was like, why are we taking articulation away? That's a little bit weird.
Yeah,
but it looks great. I think they've nailed the Beskar look. It looks a lot better than it originally.
Yeah, it looks a little shinier.
And the helmet is better. The helmet's
a lot more accurate.
Yeah. So
see,
this is one I bought. So.
Yep. And I'm the type of collector like nowadays. I don't necessarily want 25 versions of the same character. I want the definitive, like, best looking version on my shelf.
Yeah. God.
Oh, Chris.
Pass.
Lizzo Jack Black 2-pack. Definitely.
No, thank you. That was one of the worst episodes in
I could say some stuff, but I should be.
It was so
that could be a whole show in itself. Mando season 3 was very, very weird.
It totally took me out of it.
Oh, it did, man. It was
weird.
The immersion was gone after about episode 3.
It was so bizarre. It's like, what am I looking at? Hey, there's Usual Mike.
Mike's here.
Usual Mike, what's up, man? Welcome.
Thanks for joining us, Mike. In Australia, somewhere down there.
Yeah, all the way
15 hours ahead of us.
Way across the
down
pond.
under.
It must be like end of your workday on Monday or something for you down there.
We'll have to get you on a future show, Mike.
I actually invited him to this one, and he said he would be happy to join us sometime. It just didn't work out timing wise. So
okay, yeah, totally. That'd be dope.
But yeah, we all love your channel, Mike. You've been doing some great stuff down there.
Yeah, and I love that you incorporated the Indiana Jones in it too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you want to join in for a little bit? Okay. I'll send you a message.
Yeah, this one is I'm gonna wait for the sale on this one because I think they're gonna make a lot of them.
They may.
I like they finally.
This is one that I did grab.
The little knife that they could have given us all along.
Yeah,
that they should have given us right from the get go. Yeah.
So.
No, this one looks good. This one looks really, really good. I like it. I
wish he had a spear. It'd be cool to have a spear. I almost got the 2-pack for the spear, but I'm like, that's the only thing I really wanted.
I forget who this came with, but there was a spear with one figure somewhere in the Black Series that I stole.
It was the Ahsoka. It was the 3-pack with Ahsoka and Grogu.
No, before that, because I never bought that. This came with another figure somewhere.
Oh,
David might know.
Which one?
I don't know.
It came with a spear. This came from the Black Series, and I just give it to Mando.
The only one that had a spear was the 2-pack with Ahsoka. That 2-pack came with a spear. Otherwise,
is that Phasma's
the model kit? The Mandalorian model kit came with a spear too.
Is that Captain Phasma's spear?
That's it. Yep, that's it, man.
Black Series.
Yeah, okay. I don't have that figure anymore, and I was trying to figure out where did this come from.
Yeah, it's not one that I have. I just know that it comes with a spear.
Okay.
I have a Elite Series Captain Phasma that's 7-inch, so
okay,
might be a little big.
Bigger, yeah, definitely.
That's what I was collecting before I got into Black Series.
Hey,
Mike.
Hey, Mike. Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, those international time zones are terrible.
It's already tomorrow where you are.
It's already 9:30 Monday morning. Yeah. I normally start work at 10 o'clock on a Monday, but because I worked hard over the weekend, the boss said, "Don't worry about Monday," and I'm like, "You beauty, I can catch up with Dave and jump on the stream."
Wow, nice, very cool.
I got the virtual background behind me. I seem to disappear a little bit around the ears.
Careful, Vader's behind you.
Vader, it's just he's coming.
Waiting for that door to start sparking.
Yeah, C-3PO and R2-D2 are gonna walk by.
They'll run across
any minute.
That'll be
so funny.
So, Mike, I'm just curious. Are you able to pre-order stuff like from the May the 4th from this, from Hasbro? How does that work for you down there? Are you going to
anything that says Shop Disney? Forget about it. Anything that says Hasbro Pulse, some online collectors online stores can get it, but we don't know what they can get until it's available, which is a couple of weeks sometimes after the fact, because they have to organize shipping it over. And then you can get this, you can get that, you can get this, yeah. So that Ewoks pack that I'm really, really keen about, the Kinesa and Wicket, I think it's fan channel, isn't it? I don't know if I can get that one either. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can, I'll just see if I can get a mate in the States to hook me up. But yeah. Other than that, it's not easy to just walk up and go, yep. Yeah, a lot of the things that are just mainline releases, you can get them at EB Games, or you guys call it GameStop.
Yeah.
Anything like that sort of, not exclusive. We can get sort of that sort of thing. And occasionally a Walmart one will be also, strangely enough, in EB Games as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the Walmart exclusives are weird.
They are weird. Even in this country, we're like, we got this, and all the Americans are like, what? You got that? It doesn't even appear in our stores. It's supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. Here it is in EB Games in Australia. It's like sitting on
I'm not even lying to you. I've lived in this same area for 5 years now, and my Walmart never gets exclusives in store, like ever. Wow. And I go there a couple times a week.
Yeah. And I was surprised to see a couple exclusives. I was surprised to see a couple exclusives recently in Walmart. I was like, oh, cool.
Out of the blue.
Yeah, you'll never see any like that. Jesse will never be in stores here, at least in my area.
No, Jesse or Fives, forget about it.
The other one, Walgreens exclusives.
Walgreens, yeah. Unfortunately, with Walgreens, The last time it was
on that.
Clone Commander Obi-Wan, and I had 2 Walgreens within 2 miles of me. Each one had about 6 or 7 in each store.
Wow.
I went back the next day, gone from both stores, and I never saw it again. Never restocked.
The only Walgreens exclusives I've ever seen was the Colonel Veers, which when I first started, they had 2 of them, and I ended up getting both of them.
Wow. Yeah, great figure. I love that figure.
Yeah, that's a really good figure.
I was actually going to grab it, but I ended up taking the Colonel Veers and painting it white for
Thrawn.
Thrawn, yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
It's not fully done.
Nice.
I had to Dremel out the inside because Thrawn's got a bigger head.
Oh, okay.
So he's not fully done, but
that's a great idea. That one episode,
Hong Kong,
Rebels.
Singapore, Malaysia. I wonder if Australia can use that Hong Kong one. We can get a lot of Hong Kong stuff to our country because the shipping for a country that's only 9 hours away, the shipping's quite cheap.
Right.
Wow.
So, Mike,
slowly adding more and more countries, Hasbro Pulse.
What about the new Retro Collection 6-pack? Is that available to you? Because I know that the seller down in Singapore, whoever it is, who's on Instagram, he's what is it, Star Wars Nerd or something?
Ooh.
If you guys,
I don't think we can get it. We can get it at one online store, but he's charging 180 Aussie dollars, which is about $150 for the box.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's buying it at full price, shipping it over, adding on his little cut, and then selling them off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the way it operates. Yeah. So I'm like, $180. Do I want to invest that much money in 6 retro collection figures? I know they're nice, but are they that nice?
But it's the R2 and C-3PO.
I know. It's worth investing.
I just want those
every
2.
retro. Every retro that's available, I've collected. Yeah. So right from the very get-go.
Yeah.
I wish I got more of the first wave. I really wish I got more of the first wave. I was just like, that'll be easy to get. And then once that first wave was gone, it was like everyone's like, oh, Luke, Leia, Vader. You just can't get them.
That was my first retro collection one I got. Was the
there it is.
Boba Fett. Yeah. I saw him on the peg, and I was like, I couldn't resist that one.
That was hard to get for a while. Yeah. I'm so excited. I ordered 2 of these guys. I ordered 2 of these packets.
Wow.
And they're coming, I think, tomorrow.
Is that 70? Is that 70 US?
This is US dollars. This is Hasbro Pulse's site here in the US.
So yeah, you double that for Australia. So that's 140. And then he puts the shipping on, and then the tax and all that on. So we get 180. Oh man!
Wow!
I thought the Australian dollar must be worth a lot more than the US dollar because that's crazy.
For some reason,
that's hard to fathom.
Like if you had $1 Aussie dollar, it only buys 75 cents US. But anytime you see a price tag that's US in the action figures, just double it. It's 50 cents. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, why do they devalue it so much?
That's crazy.
I love that chrome.
Well, I can't.
Standard.
Yeah.
Shiny.
It'll be really exciting to get these. I can't wait for these.
I like that C-3PO one especially. That one looks cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool
set.
I wish they had this darn stickers off. Right in the middle.
It's its own line, I don't mind the stickers. Yeah. I leave them on.
Yeah.
Some people take them off.
I don't know why they do the last one on
sale. I got the last one on sale, so I was kind of hoping. I
think it's weird that they weather the card backs.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Sharpie will fix that up.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to Black Series. So who bought this Chewbacca? Anybody buying this?
No.
I will be.
I'm going to skip that for now. They'll probably go on sale.
Well, he's not only on card, but he's also in a mainline box release too. So he's going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
See, and this is the issue that I have with that. I think, and I don't have a problem with, a lot of times people will complain that, okay, we have card back figures and now they're getting doubled up in the, the main line. It's like, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's just don't release them so close together. You have archive figures that are now card back figures for the retro series. It's like, obviously Skiff Guard Lando and Palpatine are a good example of that. And now we're going to do it with Chewie. And it's like, I just, a lot of this stuff is people are going to buy one or the other. Like for me, I go on Amazon and I look for the card backs that are damaged so I can open those.
Oh, yeah.
And they're usually cheaper.
He'll look good next to my Bosch Leia. I got it.
Right.
It's a very scene-specific figure.
Wow, yeah.
It's weird about those bubbles where they're like put Chewie on that card back, and it's like in the factory when they put it on, they go, while you're there, can you put it in a box as well?
Gonna get these suckers. They're gonna buy them both.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the Clone Trooper?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't pre-order, but I'll definitely
sold out.
Definitely buy some if I see them in store.
Yep, I grabbed one.
I wrote down the guns.
I grabbed one just because I ordered so much stuff on the 4th. I just grabbed one of those guys.
Because in my video, I mentioned this guy and I said he has a DC 15 and a DC 8, and I don't know which is which.
I don't know.
They're both DC 15s. Actually,
are they? Is that right, Matt?
Yeah. DC 15A is the longer one. DC 15S is the shorty.
There you go.
Matt knows all the names.
I'm just happy to see it. I'm always happy to see actual.
Sound like a robot.
You were breaking up a little bit there.
It sounded cool.
Yeah.
It sounded cool. We'll do it again.
That's
a nice figure.
It's nice that they gave us a painted head too. You know?
Yeah, I was surprised at that. I didn't think they'd give us a painted head.
After sculpting the head in all these last couple of years, and they finally decided to paint the heads. So
that one,
of course, customizers will have a field day.
That one's going to be popular with not only just army builders, but also customizers are going to love it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Customizers are going to have a blast with that figure.
It's going to be.
Yeah, too bad they're only going to be one per case.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to pump that one out. So.
Yeah.
All right. And so Wicket, we already got that carded. Now they're going to.
I've got Wicket already.
Box, which is fine. And look at the next two that sold out. So the Magna Guard sold out and Ahsoka sold out.
And Ahsoka's already sold. That's not surprising.
I tried to get Ahsoka, but she was already sold out on Amazon. So I'll figure out. I'll get her sometime. She'll be around.
These two are the ones I ordered. I ordered the Magna Guard and Ahsoka. I got them from Pulse, actually.
Did you? Yeah, I grabbed both off Amazon. As soon as it went up, I was standing by and just got one Magna Guard and Ahsoka. Yeah.
He looks pretty good. Hopefully he stands up okay, you know.
I know, those little skinny legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're saying that this one, the pure white is like the cartoon version. Is that correct? And then so I kind of like the little more of less white, a little more gray from the
Revenge of the Sith or
Revenge of the Sith
3. Yeah, they were a little darker. Yeah, there was one blue one too. There was one that was like had some blue up here.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, but this is more Clone Wars. And it looks good.
Count Dooku a little bit.
What's with the end of the staff with like the clear pill case on there? What do you guys think of that?
I think it comes with two different staffs, one lit and one unlit.
I'm trying to remember.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Here's the tip.
That's the unlit.
Sorry, clicked the wrong button here. So you've got
one for javelin throwing.
Yeah.
So you've got there's the bear staff. It just has a pointed tip, nothing on it. And then you got it. Is that the illuminated version with the light?
Did they forget to put the little
fire effects? Yeah.
Yeah, the little
where's
on
the
electricity?
There we go.
On the side of the box. Can you zoom in kind of on the side of the box because it shows?
Yeah.
It looks like they didn't put the lightning effects.
Yeah.
For the photography.
They didn't put the lightning effects on that one. And then I think the unlit version is the one with just the plastic without the pill.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a javelin.
So that looks like the proctologist.
It's weird those glam shots sometimes where they leave stuff out. There'll be an accessory that they don't take a photo of. And my pet peeve is because I like to make the mural. They always leave off the box with the turn side on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't make the mural because they give me that shot and not the other side of the box. But
Arthur, is this what you're saying here?
Yeah, see on the side there because it shows.
Yeah,
there's two different.
I'm not sure if it's two different staffs, but I think maybe that pill and the electricity come. No, there's two staffs there.
It's two different staffs. Yeah.
I think the one is unlit.
Yeah. Speaking of weird things, go back to Chewie. David, did anyone notice that Chewie's bandolier is reversed
on the wrong side? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you're right. Yep, it sure is.
It's reversed.
Does he have the
It's correct on the box.
Where's
it's correct on the box, but in the photos, it's reversed.
Yeah, it goes over this way. It's supposed to go on this side.
Flip the image. Maybe
in that scene in Jabba's palace, does he even have it on?
Yeah, he does.
I don't remember.
So I'm not sure.
I think he. I don't remember now.
No, yeah, you're right. I don't think he did have it on.
Yeah,
so truthfully, if you're going to recreate that scene with, you're going to take it off anyway.
It's like, that's backwards.
Somebody's got to look up Return of the Jedi real quick and find out if he's wearing his sash.
Yeah, pull up that scene.
There you go.
I think it's a little bit odd because I think if they were going to put this in the box, and I know they didn't want to obviously change it, but it's like that would have been a good opportunity to. I mean, the one that's on the card back is kind of more indoor, so he shouldn't have had the chain. Whereas if this is going to be the beginning of Jedi, you know what I mean? It could have been an opportunity to have it slightly varied, and then you could tempt people to buy both.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be nice if they gave us 2 different head sculpts in the same
swappable
package.
head. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They won't do that. Yeah.
The chain doesn't come off, like you can't remove it.
No, because the first sculpt.
Oh, see, yeah, that's so scene specific. I don't love that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till it goes.
Honestly,
on sale.
The Empire Chewie I think is the best one they've done. The photo reel and everything is beautiful.
Yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah,
you're right. That's sculpted right into his neck there.
Yeah, the 2-pack with 3PO is a great one too.
It is. Yeah, that's a great set.
The chain's not even that long either, so it's like
no,
you
it's
can't
not.
even put it in layers.
She'll be holding like
he
this.
He does have his bandolier on.
And this figure's got like little to no elbow articulation. Just gonna be holding like that.
He does have the bandolier on in the movie, so
and the correct side too.
Hang on, Arthur. Put that up again.
Let me see.
There we go.
Okay.
He does have the bandolier on in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's on the correct side.
Yeah.
Good to know.
He switches it. Yeah. I don't know.
I see Brian Myers popping in. Hey, Brian.
Yeah, Brian's here. All right. Yeah, we got a couple guys from Instagram here. Eric Stroud. Yeah. Good to see Eric.
Eric Stroud drums. Are you a drummer, Eric? I'm a drummer.
Dude, he got to open for Tanya. Who's the country star? Eric, I'm sorry. Some very famous singer.
Wow.
Hey, Usual Mike. This is for you, buddy. So I know you're a big Back to the Future.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
That's hilarious.
That Marty, I've still got him in the box because mine's autographed by Michael J. Fox.
Okay, yeah.
No way.
Do you have the first? Do you have the original version, the part 1?
On your tap.
No, I just got the 2s. I think. Have I got the 2s?
Is that
the Biff? I've got to get the Biff eventually.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You heard my terrible story where I was in Hong Kong in the year 2000. I'm at the airport walking along and I see this big guy and a bunch of people, like not a huge group, maybe 6 or 7 people, standing around smiling, laughing. He's talking. I'm like, who's that guy? Who's that? Looking. Keep walking, get on the plane, throw my head back. Oh, it was Tom Wilson from Back to the Future. He was the same
really?
I've heard he's awesome too. I heard he's really cool in person.
That's awesome.
That's the guy that plays
past him, just thinking. I just thought he was like, because he stands out. That one, maybe it's that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think somebody got. Here's his autograph, right? You got Michael J. Fox's autograph. Yeah. Okay.
Outsiders. Oh, that's cool, Eric.
But I did get to meet. Where is he here? Christopher Lloyd.
Awesome.
He's up on the wall.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we always see his Tantive 4 behind you right now. So.
Yeah, it looks like you're just looking at the lights.
Great Scott!
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I've heard the guy that plays Biff. Everybody wants to come up and fight in like. He's a really nice guy, and he's not the big tough guy like in the movie. And everybody wants to want to fight him and stuff, and he's like, "No, I don't want it." No,
he's so cool. I've seen some videos of him like interacting with fans at conventions, and he'll like take your phone and start talking. Like he'll record. Like he's really cool.
That's cool.
That's neat. Really, really neat.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring back Hasbro Pulse here again. Where did it go?
I was going to say, there's a few more, I think.
Oh, yeah. What did you guys think of this one, of Ahsoka?
I like it. I like it. Even though one saber's the wrong color, I still like it.
Her face is done very well.
Yeah.
That's different from the grown-up one. We know that's the young face, so it's like perfect.
Yeah, it's been more of that rounded.
Yeah. I like the Rosario Dawson version more. I'm more drawn to that one.
Yeah,
was anybody else just surprised to see this figure? I don't remember hearing any rumors of this figure coming.
Yeah, it was pipelined. I don't remember how long ago, but it was a pipeline one. Yeah, when they said they were doing the Phase 2 clone. 6 months.
At the last
yeah,
year's
they
Comic-Con
never
or
sort of
something
tell
like
you.
that.
Sometimes they tell you what version they're going to drop in the pipeline,
Yeah.
but sometimes they just gloss over it real quickly because they'll be like, "Oh, the fans will be annoyed with this one, so we just another Ahsoka," and everyone's like, "Yeah, yeah." Just...
Which is why they conveniently never mention price on any of those live streams.
Oh no, definitely, definitely.
They're like, we'll leave that to Usual Mike to call us out and make fun of us later.
Yeah, I made fun of the fact that they're bringing back Bo-Katan in the archive. I'm like,
that's silly.
I
can't.
At least give her a silver pauldron on this side or something, you know.
The one that got me was the X-Wing Luke. I didn't understand that.
So crazy.
I'm like, if anything else, give us the Snowspeeder body. Like, the X-Wing body is not good.
Yeah, I was thinking they made a mistake and it was Snowspeeder, but I went back and looked at it. They definitely said X-Wing Luke, and I'm like, it's not a Snowspeeder one from Empire.
I was like, oh, I misheard that.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, this is
that's a bizarre.
But
the Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper, I like. You know, you always need them on the pegs. You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Well, let me. I have a question about that because I think that's the Empire Vader, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They said it's supposed to be from New Hope with the material above the shoulder armor, so it's supposed to be the New Hope version.
And that's what I don't understand. I'm like, we just got the one from Obi-Wan, which was basically a New Hope Vader,
basically,
wasn't
with
it?
the cloth tucked under. This is supposed to have the cloth above the chest armor.
So this is a perfect time for me to be like, okay, well, can we get a archive of?
It looks like Empire to me.
Yeah, the Rebel Fleet soldier. He needs an archive.
That'd be a great one. Army builder.
That's a great figure right there.
Yeah, love that figure.
Well, since we're on Yak Face's image here, what do you guys think of the pipelines?
Like, excellent. I don't know about Paz.
Why do we need?
Yeah, I don't get the Paz Vizsla either. I don't know what they could improve upon in that figure. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
a shield and a vibro knife.
That would be fun. I don't know if it would be enough to get another deluxe Paz.
Yeah, they're going to charge 34.
That giant card back that was very hard to get in my country. Like, I was gifted one from someone in America, and I'm like, I feel like the only person in Australia has got that giant credit collection.
Yeah.
That was a Best Buy, I think, exclusive for us, Mike.
It was.
That was the only Paz I'd skipped on, actually.
It was hard to get. I got one, but it was hard to get without it being damaged because the card was so big and the figure was so heavy. And
Best Buy's a little rough with their store with their.
What does your Best Buy usually sell? Because we have something similar called JB Hi-Fi, and it's the same color scheme. It's that black and gold, and they sell lots of DVDs and fridges and TVs. And action figures for them is just like an afterthought. It's just like, put them on the pegs.
They have a small little toy section and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
I mean, this guy, he came out in 2019, which is hard to believe. And it's like, he's perfect. I don't know how, I mean, like you said, Matt, the accessories, but I don't know how they can improve this guy.
Nah.
His articulation is just fantastic.
It's a fantastic figure for what it is.
Shield on his arm.
To be so bulky.
Yeah.
It was a new figure, right? It wasn't just a re-release.
Oh, well, yeah. When it came out, it was brand new.
No, the one
called Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. That was his
name. Before he was named.
Yeah, before he was named.
Yeah.
Was he D3 or D4 in the deluxe?
Something like that. Yeah.
One of those. Yeah.
I think number one's Grievous. Number two is the probe droid. It's either 3 or 4. No, it's not 4.
Yeah.
It's 4. It has to be 3. D3 because 4 was Luke.
4 was
the Yoda training.
Yeah, because they hadn't started numbering the Gamorrean guards when they were Target exclusives. Those didn't have a D1
straight out.
I like the carbonized version. Makes the armor shine a little bit really well.
It's very shiny.
It does. Yeah,
I almost got that one.
I got that for my birthday. My family went to Target.
Oh, nice.
My daughter was like, that one, that's the one. Just tell my wife, she was like, you didn't have that one. I'm like,
I'll have to get one of them animated backgrounds.
Yeah, you don't want to see the lights turn out and go out and the saber show up in the hallway.
All these people in the chat, I see all these names in the comments on my videos. I'm happy to see all of you guys. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Here's Vader. He's going to attack Mike.
We share the same awesome fans. It's excellent.
Hey, it's a good community when you find the positive people, right? You find
With me, it's like, you know why Hasbro doesn't send me boxes or give me, but it's because I'm too like quirky with my videos. I'm like, I make too much fun. I have too much fun with my memes and stuff on my videos. It's like they don't like that. They want me to be real serious,
more professional, right?
Yeah. And a lot of times I don't do price when I'm talking about the reveals. I rarely mention price and also where to get them from, because when I put my videos up, it's like, oh, pre-order from here. And half my audience is like not in the US. It's like, oh, what's the point of me telling you to go to US Target and put your order in when it's irrelevant for an Aussie like me who we're closing down our targets.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you guys going to survive?
They're turning the targets into Kmart's, and our Kmart's are not like yours.
Kmart's.
Oh, I was going to say, wow.
Yeah, our Kmart's got bought out by a Chinese company many years ago. So they're like, how would I say? You have this place called Burlington Coat Factory, I think.
Oh,
that's what our Kmart's are like now. It's just clothing. It's just
okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a Kmart in my area in years. All of ours have closed up in Georgia. They're all gone.
Good old Kmart.
Yeah. It's like Sears. It's a dying brand.
Sears is gone. Yeah,
they were Kmart was the Target before Target got big.
Yeah,
when I was a kid, it was we went to Kmart.
Kmart used to have layaway. That's how we got a lot of expensive Lego sets.
We didn't have a Walmart or a Target anywhere near us.
We got a similar Walmart. We call them Big W's. That's a big W. It's not a gang sign.
What's that?
Well, the kids call it Big Dub. Going down to Big Dub.
That's hilarious.
They got everything. They're the Walmart, the Australian version of Walmart.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember Lionel Playworld? Anyone?
I know.
There were a few in the Atlanta area. We had probably two, like one on either side of Atlanta, and it was like a Toys R Us, but it didn't last long. But it was a huge store, massive store.
Shame with those sort of stores. They start up as like a franchise, and then the conglomerates like swallow them up, and they
go away. Yeah,
they go away.
Lionel Playworld.
Yeah, can't have competition.
Yeah. Not with Walmart around.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there's not too much more. What else do they have for Hasbro for reveals? Let's see. I guess we didn't talk about TVC. Do any of you guys collect TVC?
A little bit
of it.
Yeah.
I have a wall where I put them on card.
The Bad Batch Wave from Walmart and Fives.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch. Yeah.
Yeah, the exclusives.
Yeah, I missed out on Jesse's, and my daughter really jumped out.
Aussie sci-fi, the koala.
Let me throw something to you guys, because I still think it's a little bit weird. Why aren't we getting a pre-order for the Endor Rebel Trooper? What do you guys think about that?
That is a little.
It's like a big secret. They're just like, we're just going to release them. Yeah, we're just going to put them out, and you guys go find them. It's like, what?
Yeah.
They're just stirring the pot. That's
So are these are all Walmart, aren't they? All
just to make our lives hard. That's what.
The odd thing here will be in Australia. We don't know if we're going to get all of them, but they'll maybe 2 or 3 of them will turn up at EB Games, and we don't know which ones until they put them up for pre-order. They'll probably definitely do Hunter, and they'll probably do probably Tech and Echo. I don't know if they'll do Wrecker because he's big and oversized and will cost them more money, and they probably won't even think about the Trooper. They'll be like, forget that one.
Boring.
Well, you know what's weird, Mike, is when these went up for pre-order, Wrecker was the same price as everybody else. I was like, is that a mistake or Walmart confused?
I
guess it balances out if you grab all 4.
Yeah.
Well, because
I was gonna skip them all, but my daughter loves Bad Batch, and she likes this look of them the best. So I'm like,
interesting.
Colorful.
I skipped the Trooper. That's the only one I skipped. I did grab the 4, but I'm just not interested in that Trooper. It just doesn't look good to me.
Look at his guts. He's so skinny. He's like a ballerina.
It's like a kid suit.
I wanted to see them like revisit Crosshair. I think Crosshair needs a better face. He needs a redo, like with short hair, and he doesn't look like the
burn.
Yeah.
Mike,
wow. I can get them for $99. Would you believe when he first hit the shelves over here, he was 75 Aussie dollar dues, and then now they've put him down to 49. And even at $49, you're like,
Wow. That's
crazy. So did you get him, Mike? Did you end up getting Saw or not?
No.
Well, see,
I'll never complain about prices again over here.
Yeah, the deluxe ones are like you really got to love that character to want to invest that much money. Like our Wrecker, I think was $60 on the shelf, the original Wrecker.
Wow.
Where normal figures are like $45 each. So when you said he was the same price, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. If I see him at regular price here, that's a win.
Wow, because a standard release, Mike, is like 55, right?
55 for gaming greats. Game greats 55.
Gaming greats are 55.
And then the regular releases are usually 45. But that Aussie sci-fi collectibles, they sell for 41. But then you got to ship them home, and then there's $10 shipping.
Wow. Mike, what's a Black Series figure that you want in your collection that you don't have? Like something current or just like all time, something you're hunting? You can think about it. You don't have to answer right now.
Yeah.
I know it kind of puts you on the spot.
A lot of them, like if I see one and it's like, oh, that was exclusive in the US, they're not available in this country. A lot of times I let it go. As it's like I'm never going to own it, so I don't even think about it, and then I almost forget about it in a way. Yeah, I've joked about that on my videos, where it's like if you forget about it long enough, it goes away. You know. Yeah,
true. That's true.
It's a blessing of us with bad memories, you know.
Yeah, short-term memory loss.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mike, you got Eric offering to do personal shopping for you here. So
look at that. Eric, you're a good fella.
That's awesome, man. I love when people do that. That's really cool.
That's nice. That's awesome, Eric.
Bloody Ollie's. We have something similar to Ollie's. It's called the Reject Shop, and it's the same color scheme, same layout. That's what we call it, the Reject Shop. And many years ago, we had a prime minister who got a photo taken in front of the Reject Shop, and they're like, "That's perfect." Politician reject. Yeah, and that photo gets floated around all the time in like groups when we talk about politics and voting. Yeah, the Reject Shop photo again. Yeah, we always see that.
Whenever I think about Ollie's, I just think about when people were finding what was it, number 59, Captain Rex in the black and red, $5. They were finding those all day, and those never got distributed around. It's crazy.
They had them in the warehouse and they sent them to Ollie's.
I would die for one.
Ollie's exclusive.
Yeah.
We
had to settle for bad batch.
A couple months ago, we were at Ollie's, and all they had was Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba.
Yeah. A lot of people were finding, I don't know if it was Ollie's or a place called Five Below. They were finding a lot of Empire retro or 40th anniversary stuff still from like 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's been sitting on a pallet somewhere.
That's cool.
Yep.
People go to Walmart. You got them on a pallet at the back? No, the back of Ollie's.
But yeah, somebody put up a comment. I don't collect TVC. I just kind of, high level, I'll just kind of graze over it. But have they really done anything for 40th Jedi?
For Jabba. So they've done the Scout Trooper and they did the ATST and the bunker. Right. So that's a lot for Endor.
The speeder bikes is usually their go-to. They love a speeder bike.
I would actually love a TVC.
I've got that now. I love that. I buy all the play sets. That's just
those look really good. Those are a lot of fun. I had the Navarro play set and it was really cool.
Yeah, I got the TVC Jabba's Palace coming eventually.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to take.
Me too.
Put a TVC Jabba in there.
How much is it in your country?
Boba Fett. It's
I can tell you what that is in our country when it was available was $700. I was like, I'd love to own it, but I can't justify $700. And then people were talking about Bib Fortuna is not going to be carded, and now he's going to be carded. It's like I couldn't justify $700, $699.95 for that Jabba's throne room, is it?
Yeah, Jabba's throne.
There
it is.
That's our price.
Boba Fett.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's.
Yeah.
It says September 1st, so it's not.
So I think originally they said summer 2024, but I think that was just kind of a.
Yeah.
I think that looks awesome. I'm excited to get this.
1st.
Overweight bib.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm
going. Yeah, David.
But
David, you're gonna have to do like an unbox, like almost like as you put it together, like your journey as you open it up.
There's so many pieces.
There's just so much in here.
Yeah.
Look at all that.
But see, I would pay that if it was Black Series, but I won't pay. Like that would be like $500 or something.
It was hard for me to
and it would be huge
buying it because it was so expensive. But I just feel like I really love Jabba's palace and all that part, and I don't care about Boba Fett at all. I'm going to put my Jabba on this,
It's a Star Wars aesthetic that's just beautiful. It's just like we remember that. It's a little part of the film right there.
Yeah,
it's an amazing set. I'm really excited to get this when it comes out.
That's awesome.
I'm hoping to get some old Power of the Force figures or something like that that are pretty cheap and a bunch of Jabba stuff and denizens and put them in there.
So in 6-inch scale, this would probably be what, about 2.5 feet long?
Oh, it'd be ginormous.
So it would be massive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I went ahead and put a pre-order, and you could always.
It's cool set.
Well, I could always cancel it, you know.
Yeah.
So that I'd love, but I can't justify the price. It's just in my country anyway.
That's up there. Wow.
So what we found out was that the Bib Fortuna was supposed to be in a baggie in this set, but some of the guys went up to Emily, the designer of TVC at Star Wars Celebration in London, and said, "Is it going to be on a card back?" And she confirmed, "Oh yeah, we think we're going to put it on a card back, but there's no images of this card back. They don't know how it's going to fit on the card back."
Yeah.
I didn't
that was
realize
her. That was her knowing that was the answer they wanted.
Yeah, find a piece of cardboard and plastic, keep them happy.
Sure. We'll figure it out.
So Ford says, "I'm going to put my old Kenner Jabba on it."
Yeah.
Me too. I'm going to do the same thing.
Excellent.
My brother has all that. He had the Return of the Jedi figures.
Wow.
Falcon and all the figures and stuff. And
I got a Jabba, but I don't have a dais, and that set with the dais sitting right there would be perfect. Just don't have the rail.
You need this hookah and rail, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is missing the hookah. That is true. Yeah.
It's not amongst all that stuff.
And his snack, his snack bowl.
Wow.
Edmonton says, "I scratch built the throne cheap, used the Hallmark Boba throne." Oh, the Hallmark ornament. So that Edmonton, does that fit TVC scale? Is that what you're saying, the TVC scale with that ornament? It must be I don't know how big that ornament is.
Gotta be.
Yeah,
that's a big ornament.
Pull your tree down.
These thrones 3D printed, the 3D, for Black Series, but I just haven't really used it because I ended up hating the Boba Fett show. So
yeah.
See, I was like, Kenobi was worse than Boba Fett. I could stomach Boba Fett show, but then the Kenobi one, I was just like, oh, don't hide her under a bloody. You're supposed to have powers.
They're both bad.
Just hide her under a coat and smuggle.
She was even making fun of that. The little actress was making fun of that.
I know.
Recently, she was like, "What was that?"
She knows. Yeah, she knows. It was
these stormtroopers. Yeah,
that was silly.
Yeah,
he should have fought his way out like a boss. Not done that. Yeah. And then the snow speeders flying like 1,000 miles an hour, and then they get into the hangar and just hover. And it was like, oh my god, cringe.
Silly, just silly.
So what's going to be the HasLab, guys? What do you think?
Oh, that rumor of the ghost being so.
Everybody's saying the ghost, but I just don't see it.
I think they should do the barge again.
Yeah, do the barge again.
I'm thinking something Mando oriented.
I would
like season 3 just wrapped up.
I would like to see an Ewok village because the playset's my thing.
That's a great idea.
That'd be cool.
But
or
reimagine
40th. Yeah, 40th.
Reimagine the Ewok village instead of 3 tree stumps, do 5, and then do more foliage and swinging rocks and little bridges that you can walk figures across and put a couple extra elevators. Just really, really go deep into the if it was half seen in the show, that the film, introduce it. Have the whole little platform where they can all have their party at the end. It'd be fantastic.
Jeremy's back.
Sorry
about that, guys.
Vader's behind you.
Yeah.
He is with his saber ignited. Being the 40th of Jedi, a Lambda shuttle would be cool.
Yeah.
For TVC.
A shuttle, yeah.
Shuttle Tiberium, man.
Yeah, doing the Emperor's shuttle too, which has a little bit more, has a throne and stuff inside of it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. Matt said it would be Mando related. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Black Series N1 Starfighter. They may try. They may try it again. Do a vehicle this time.
They said it was vintage collection.
Yeah, it's going to be vintage.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Failed too many times on that Black Series line.
I think that
lightsaber was just a terrible idea. Whoever had that should be fired.
That wasn't Black Series.
Do you remember the panel that they had where there's an extra guy on the panel when they're talking about that lightsaber? And he was from Lucasfilm? I think that was his idea. That was his baby. And we've never seen him again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good point.
I think you're right.
That was his baby. I'm like, who's this new guy? And you see Chris and Emily and Eric and all that on the panel. And there's a new guy on the end there talking about it too. And I'm like, I've never seen him before. Oh, he's from Lucasfilm. Never seen him again.
It's funny.
That was a terrible idea.
I think you could get an interview with Eric. I saw Eric do an interview with Lucas Monster. So I think he's probably a little bit more open to the community, not so corporate. But
I hope so.
might be.
Unless he got slapped on the wrist for that interview. He kind of, because that interview, they went through all their standard questions for like the first hour, and then you watch and he's like, hey, you want to hang out and talk some more? I finished all my questions. Like, yeah, I can hang out. And then they just got into it, the second half of the interview.
He really revealed something that I've talked about as well. Remember a long time ago, if you've watched my videos, I heard information about an X-Wing, a Dagobah Swamp Bog as a HasLab.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there was Back the Bog and all that. That come from me. And then in this interview, Eric said, "Oh, we made the X-Wing in Black Series, but it's just too damn big, so we had to can it." And that was the HasLab.
Yeah,
like, you're right. You talked about my HasLab that everyone told me I was full of shit.
I remember when you made that video. Yeah, you stuck your neck out there on that one.
Yeah, I do all the time.
For an X-Wing, the wingspan's got to be 4 feet long.
Yeah, it was massive. No one could ever ship it to your house. It was just way too big.
Well, going back to 2020 for the Black Series, I still think it's weird that we got the Heroes of Endor during the 20th anniversary or the 40th anniversary of Empire. Yeah, and I'm like, I think something happened there where they're like, we'll just put this out instead.
Good point. We got the Wampa re-released for Empire, but we never got like the Tauntaun. Like that should have come out again, and they never did that.
Yeah. I'd love to have a Tauntaun. I never got a chance to get one.
Tauntaun.
Yeah. Love to have one or two.
That's true.
Yeah, speaking of like Dagobah and stuff, I picked this up a year or so ago, and this is from a fish tank. I don't know if anyone's posting this on Instagram or anything. It's from a fish tank, and I got it for 50 cents, but actually, it was $1 with a box of Girl Scout cookies bundled in at a yard sale. And it scales. Here's I don't have Yoda, but it scales perfectly with like with Black Series. You put Yoda right here watching Luke, and so if people keep your eyes out for at yard sales or something like that, you could pick up stuff like that will, it's pretty cool.
Totally.
I wanted to show that off. You don't have to do some detailed stuff,
But
if you go to pet stores, they're pretty pricey. They're like $20. I'm like, that's not worth it.
Even more, it was like $50. I was just looking at them just yesterday, actually, at a PetSmart or someplace, and they look nice, but they were expensive.
Yard sales. Keep your eyes out. So so something
really cool.
like that, and it just adds a lot. So I want to put it in a background, and I have a whole project for it, but
I should do that too, because we have a turtle, like a turtle. Huge turtle, and my daughter picked up this massive aquarium. She got it for free, but it came with a bunch of crap, and one was like half of a tree.
On your way to an Ewok village.
I should see what that looks like, because I've got all the Jedi stuff over here.
And now you got some Ewoks. You got about 2 or 3 Ewoks now.
So yeah.
What you do with the turtle is you get a whole bunch of TVC Mandos, and you put them on fighting the turtle.
Yes. This turtle of ours would probably snap right through one of those figures.
David, I'm glad you brought this one up. I wanted to talk about this one.
Yeah,
let's talk about it.
He looks great.
I wanted it until I saw the price, and then I said, I don't want it anymore.
Thank you. Yeah. It's like, okay, it's a Black Series Hasbro markup, and now it's a Shop Disney markup on top of that. Yeah. It's like, man. And it's the first time we're going to get the chance of this character. I mean, even Hondo, he was a reasonable price.
It was, $26.
Yeah.
But this tax and shipping, it's almost $60. Like,
I can't do it.
It's like, no.
I mean, maybe a lot of times Shop Disney will run promotions like discount, and maybe I'll grab it then.
45.
I can't. I won't pay full price shipping on this.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
Maybe if I see him in the park, if we go to Galaxy's Edge or something.
Yeah.
It's a great.
But sometimes even then, the parks mark them up even more.
Yeah.
Because once you're in the park, you kind of forget about price, about everything. Yeah, sure.
That's true.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put on the credit card.
Yeah, you're on vacation. It's fine.
Yeah. What's another 60?
When you get home, that's when you can have your buyer's remorse at home.
Yeah. Then it's too late,
Well, I ordered it, so he's coming to me.
Yeah, did you order one? Yeah.
I want one, but it's just to tear it apart to make customs. I don't want to keep it looking like this.
Need a proper
I just want it from the head sculpt. Yeah. I mean, I see that and I just think OT Cantina.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy, you just got to
use that mold. So.
Under that robe, it's just a Lando body.
Is it really? Is it really? Are you serious? I'm like, man, you had me. And it wouldn't shock me. It might be X-Wing Luke under there.
He'd be too short. There were some three-toed feet sticking out, so
yeah, you got
hands at least. I don't know, but now that they've
it's probably might be Jar Jar's body.
Could be. Could be.
We'll see.
Because they've done that, we'll probably get a Hammerhead. We'll probably get Mock Shaz for Book of Boba.
Yeah.
Mock Shaz, yeah.
But yeah, $60 is absurd. It's just too much.
You know what I did? Here, I'll show you guys this. I took so this was Dak's body that came with the snowspeeder and Papa Greedo. Now you got another character on the shelf. I didn't, obviously can't. Yeah. The peg's different, so
yeah.
But yeah,
there you go. Rhodesian, what are they called?
Rhodian.
Rhodian, yeah.
Rhodian.
So now you got the pilot that was sitting there at the end next to Dave Filoni.
That's right. Yeah.
I did that with Jim, who's Jen's dad? I can't remember his name now.
Oh, Jen's dad, Galen Urso.
Yeah, Galen. I got to know the Galen, and I took his head off, and I just need to find just another head for another random.
Another science
Imperial
officer.
Scientist.
Yeah.
I just don't have. I've been keeping my eyes out for like Marvel Legends, but I just haven't seen anything. So.
What about the Krennic body?
Krennic body?
Yeah, Director Krennic.
Yeah, make some more officers.
You got him in Black Series, are
you?
Yeah. He's an Aussie. You can't miss him.
And they never, you know what? Of all the Rogue One figures that got re-released, they never re-released him with the photo reel or anything.
Yeah,
he's got the wonderful.
And see, I took Thrawn and I put him on General Veer's body.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, there you go.
That looks so good.
Yeah. See, lately, I wanted to show you guys a couple of these. So lately, I've been just taking figures because I haven't been picking up a whole lot of Black Series and just modifying what I have into making new figures. So I took a Jango body and a Death Watch body and kind of kit bashed him together so we get an updated Jango.
Yeah.
So at least he's more articulated,
They can make a great Jango out of that Death Watch body.
Oh yeah, and this is before this doesn't articulate, and obviously it's just a
gray head.
Gray head, yeah.
My Jango when I got him years ago, he was cockeyed in the box, and so his antenna's like this.
Oh,
I never got him.
Yeah,
I even warmed him up to try to form it.
And my Death Watch is like that too. It's got a crooked rangefinder.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Great
yeah, I just took. I'm not a big fan of this, but I just took one of the masks off the Rebel Trooper. Make it a little bit more.
He's about to rob a stagecoach.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then this one's fun because it's easy and cheap. If you just go get that J. Jonah Jameson from a couple of Marvel Legends, now you got a Han Solo pointing at Leia, pointing at C-3PO.
I can arrange that.
I've just been kit bashing some customs.
Well, that's something I wish they did more, is the alternate hands with stuff like that. I wish they would give us some alternate.
And Mike, this is for you.
It wouldn't cost them that much more.
This is Baze on a Flint body.
Baze and Albus.
Yeah. He could fit into G.I. Joe. He would look like a Joe.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
What is that weapon? Is that Action Force?
The Action Force. Yeah, this came with Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, grenade launcher. So I just been trying to have some fun, just making these characters, bring them to life a little bit. And got to this guy. Kind of people called him the geriatric trooper. So he's heading towards retirement.
He keeps his Geritol in those little pouches down there.
Right.
Now that we're going to get some Indiana Jones, you've got more head sculpts to work with.
There you go.
Yeah.
That,
I was going to ask you, have you gotten an? He's going to be.
Okay. Oh, my son, you might get it. I've got my Indiana Jones 3 3/4 over there.
Okay.
I got a couple of them. I've got one Black Series, Adventure Series 6-inch, which is Marion. I thought she's going to be the hardest one to get because we can't get the 3 3/4. So I've got the Marion.
The 3 3/4 won't distribute down to you.
No, 3 3/4 Marion and Belloc is not available because they're sending solid. You know how in the US you get assorted cases, you go in the shop and they're all sorted. They send internationally, they'll send solid cases, and so they're one box of Indy, one box of Tote, one box of it's ridiculous.
Wow.
I saw Marion at on the pegs at Target last week.
Yeah, that Indy's a great figure.
The 3 and 3.
It's a lot of fun.
I got mine coming tomorrow. I'm excited to get it.
Yeah.
Your face is all right on yours?
It's a good one.
I was hoping the whip would be a little bit better.
Whip.
Yeah.
I put this whip in some really hot water and it kind of uncoiled from itself, so it's not quite as like a spring.
Yeah.
It's kind of smoothed out a little bit, but it's just a fun figure.
Yeah, I wanted to get one.
So far, this is the only one I've picked up.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what they're going to do because the next wave is like 3 indies. And I'm like, man, they're going to just pump out all the indies. And then what's the line going to do then?
Well, when everybody only buys indies, then they.
Well,
although that's who's the guy with the I forget the name. I can't remember. I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Bella.
With all the gold.
Bella.
That's Bella. Yeah.
Okay. He's actually sold out everywhere I've seen. He's already like reselling for double.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just because they want the build a artifact piece or if they want the figure.
There's no telling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the one guy, I don't know, the bad guy, the guy that plays General Veers in The Last Crusade.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't he come with the big shield? That looks pretty cool. I think I might get that one. There's a couple of them. I'm hoping they do I think I commented on one of your videos, Mike, a 2-pack with the old man Henry Jones in a motorcycle and everything. That would be great. That'd be fun.
I wonder if they're going to do much from The Last Crusade. Or if that's just going to be the one that kind of gets skipped.
That 2-pack Marcus, I've got that pre-ordered.
This one here, Mike?
Yeah.
I can't figure out why the Cairo...
Down under, they made a mistake with that figure. See how you've got US $55.99? They made a mistake in Australia and put it at $49.95 Australian dollars.
Ooh.
So I got straight on it. I was like, I'm getting
that. Nice.
That's a deal. Dang.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great for 2 figures. Yeah.
So the Cairo Indy, I guess that monkey adds $10.
Oh, this is the one that's more expensive. Yeah, 34.
Yeah.
Why is that?
That was one of the only other ones I was thinking of getting, actually. Too.
He's got that monkey.
The monkey's cute.
I guess that adds. It's a 10.
But I mean, isn't that the same monkey that comes with?
Marion.
Yeah.
Probably the same one that comes with Marion. You're right. Yeah.
You could have a whole troop of monkeys. Yeah.
Hey, David, go down a little bit. What does it say were the accessories? Is it just literally that?
His whip, the satchel, a pistol.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
It's the wrong side of the box.
Yeah,
wow.
The
side of the box.
That's weird.
Let me see what else I can find here. Is that the?
Oh, they have the curled up too. It looks
it's too bad.
Similar to the first.
I'm wondering too if any of these indies are going to have a removable hat.
Not so far, right? They're all
for the ones that don't come with a hat.
Yeah, when he's in like the suit and Club Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious they have the shirtless one. They've got different states of undress.
And he's actually really like cut up and muscular. I'm like, damn.
He could be a wrestling figure. Put him in the WWE.
I'm gonna get a selfie series made and put my head on that body.
Too funny.
Well, it's kind of like it looks a little awkward with the joints whenever they don't have like shirts or anything on. Kind of like the Slave Leia or Hut Slayer.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right.
It's just.
There's a Luke Dagobah like that with funny looking joints on his arms and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that is a great figure though, and he comes. Even though they're the joints are a little awkward, it looks pretty good for.
Have you got yours to stand on his hand? You can stand him on his flat hand. And turn him upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the few figures we got with alternate hands.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a good pack. That was in the beginning of when I started collecting.
That's a great set.
Those went on sale too, dude. That went down to like $25.
Yeah, I think I paid like $29 for it. So
yeah, the Yoda is my favorite part of that pack.
Oh yeah,
properly scaled Yoda. Yeah,
great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you have the sleeping fair, the focus, force focus face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite Black Series packs. That 2-pack.
It's a great set
ever done.
Yeah. I wish they would kind of go more into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to show you guys. What do you think of this guy?
I've seen him a couple.
Yeah. I've actually heard that face sculpt or the paint application is better than the mainline release. A lot of people are buying that just for the head.
Yeah, pop the head off the Tython. Want to put that one on?
That's actually why I bought it. I bought it to check out the head, and
yeah.
But I honestly, I bought 2 of them because I found them at Walmart, and I already sold one of them because I don't want to keep. I'm going to sell this one too because, it's a better head, but I just don't need it, in my collection. Yeah. It's not so.
Yeah.
But some people collect the credit collection, like what the guy I bought, or I sold one of them to. He was psyched. He's like, I need this for my credit collection, So.
Well, and it's weird too because sometimes the credit collection they'll be more accurate. Like the Quill had the darker, clothing, and he looks more screen accurate than the first one we got.
Yeah. Even the Bo-Katan looks pretty good too. I saw that in person recently. Yeah. It was kind of a nice.
I think
Cara looks
Landspeeder Luke did a video. Yeah.
Cara Dune is phenomenal.
Cara Dune is the only one I got because they had about a dozen of them at Target for ever. And then the whole thing with the actress came down, and I went back and there was one left.
Oh yeah, those instantly became eBay exclusives.
They're expensive now.
Going for $200.
Yeah.
I just have 4 of the credit collection. Just the Blue Cape Mando, Cara, IG-11, and the Death Trooper. Which the Death Trooper looks pretty good because he's got some purple on him. It's kind of cool. So,
speaking of a figure that they could archive, these guys need to get archived. Just regular Jawas.
Any troop builder or anything, they just...
Those were you can still get those from the carded version pretty cheap. The ones that came out on the Star Wars card backs.
Yeah,
I don't know why they must have made too many of them.
Now those didn't have the soft cape, the soft. Those were hard goods.
Yeah,
the ones I have is the Off-World Antigua. I have
the red and black boxes.
Off-World, and the soft goods, they just look weird. with the hard.
They had a bunch of these Big Bad Toy Store had a bunch of these with damaged card backs, so I got these for $10 each.
Oh,
wow! It's for like 18 on Amazon right now.
Okay,
the red and black box, which is not terrible.
A lot of those figures like Zuckuss and a lot of those figures from that time period, they kind of stay around retail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey Mike, are you a Batman fan?
I know Batman.
Personally,
as a kid, I watched the 66 series, so I watched all the campy Batman. So I'm more familiar with that than anything else.
Did you like the 89 version?
89. There's we have a theme park called Movie World, and we have one of the cars that was from that movie at that Movie World that you can get your photo taken with. So I've seen that.
Oh yeah. Magic Mountain used to do that. I poked Spider-Man stole the Batmobile.
They used like 3 or 4 in the movie, and Australia got one. Yeah. 89 Batman, very nice.
Yeah, this thing, $60 for this thing. This is my toy of the year already.
That's incredible for $60.
That's right. Yeah, the price was
a very good deal.
Really good.
If it was called Engines of Vengeance, it'd be a lot more.
Well, if it had lights and sounds and a top, middle, and bottom.
Oh boy, that quote is going to live on for a while. Going to be a lot of mileage out of that.
And this was worth $20 to me. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like Michael Keaton, but it's close enough.
Is that the McFarlane?
Can you put him inside and everything? He fits in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll fit in there and everything. And he's got a nice soft goods cape. So
yeah.
Notice he doesn't have like a full cubic yard of cape.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's what all Darth Vader needs right there.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Like a Superman cape.
Yeah. So what else? What else is going on, guys?
I want to show you guys. Well, I'll show this to Mike. So, Mike, from my childhood, the only one that survived from my childhood.
Oh wow!
Vintage Kenner card back.
Yep.
Bespin Security.
What character is that?
From
Bespin Security.
Okay. Unpunched. I've been on a really big vintage kick lately, and yeah, things like that. It's just they tempt me.
I love it. This is a cool story. My mom sent me like a folder like this thick of paperwork from that she had saved, and this was in there. It was crazy. And I just going through it,
reading awards and things from school, and you go, "Oh, vintage Kenner card, but that's the best."
It was awesome. It was
garbage. Oh, keeping this.
Yeah. And a bunch of the instructions, all the instruction manuals for my old vehicles and a bunch of my old G.I. Joe. All that stuff was in there. It was awesome.
Oh, a couple of bucks in there. Because if people want to buy complete sets, and I've got the complete action figure playset, all figure, and then you got the box, the instructions, put them on eBay, and you get a couple of dollars because people want the complete.
People pay $5, $10, $20 for those instruction sheets.
Alf.
Oh, look at Alf.
Alf's so good.
Funny.
Yeah, I've been on a big Kenner kick too. I know I've been watching your stuff too, and it's just I think I've gotten a little disillusioned with Hasbro and Black Series, and it kind of averted my gaze back to my childhood stuff, and I really enjoyed getting back into that.
When they're giving us 2 Bo-Katans, it's like, oh, do we? Yeah, I just sort of my brain goes, I've already got one. Do I need any more of them? Do I really care? And then I go back and look at the old stuff that I loved as a kid, and it's like that. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
See, Mike, I kind of floated this last time we had a conversation. I would love to see the Black Series kind of change gears a little bit and have like the main line in the new boxes. And I'd love to see them go back to just the original trilogy and do 6-inch Black Series figures on card backs. Just kind of make it like a subline or something, if you want to call it. Like
once they've done all these anniversaries, and we've done the Star Wars, we've done the Empire, we've done Return of the Jedi. The next ones I reckon they'll do is Power of the Force, and that means that's 2025.
Yeah.
Where they bring out, I how many card backs did they do in those days? They did like 16 cards. Did they? They could just give us like 8.
Right.
And then after that, do what you're saying, just go on with all the ones I haven't done before. Hammerhead, they've got a sculpt for it now.
Yeah.
Because I'm to the point now where it's like I don't want to open everything. I'd be okay with having subs hanging on the wall and just enjoying it in box.
Yeah.
Mostly for space.
Yeah. I hang the 3 3/4, but the 6-inch card backs, to hang them, it takes up a lot of space.
It does.
And I didn't realize the 6-inch G.I. Joes, those card backs are absolutely huge. They're huge.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know if you saw this earlier the stream, but I just got this from Pulse yesterday. And this is the 6-inch Storm Shadow.
The good one.
I love that he has the alternate hands too.
It's
not
it's
not the dirty milk water version, the proper off-white one.
Dirty cereal, cereal milk.
Yeah, cereal milk. Oh, you've already got
the Black Series Gamorrean, and the card back for G.I. Joe is even bigger. It's crazy.
That thing is massive.
That's huge.
That's a big card back. Yeah.
So the figure on the Star Wars card is bigger than the G.I. Joe figure, but the card back on the G.I. Joe is bigger than the Star Wars.
I don't know why it's so big. I do love the back of the card though, with the file card.
The stats.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's just nice.
It's nicely done. I bought this actually to keep on card because Storm Shadow is so classic, and the original artwork and everything. And so
try and buy an original one on a card back, thousands.
Yeah.
So David, I know you got another Storm Shadow in there. I know you buy 2.
I did, Jeremy, and I'm not telling you I bought 2, but I did buy 2. So you have to beg me really hard to get my other one because I don't know. I didn't want to part with it. I wanted one to open and one to keep carded, so that's why I bought 2.
No.
But we'll see.
It's all right. I mean, I'd love to have it, but it's just to open, just to have. I've already got the other version. So
there's a bunch of people that have received these just the last few days that the cards are all mangled up from Hasbro. So you could buy one that's mangled from people. I've seen on Facebook the last few days. So I'm sure there's people.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really go on Facebook much, just because I don't use it that much anymore. But yeah, if you see one, shoot it my way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I just go on Facebook to look at what they're whinging about in the groups, and then I can talk about it in my videos.
Yeah, I see all that on Instagram, but I know what you mean.
You go over there and say, "Oh, this is useless. This one missing parts."
All you have to do,
yeah,
all you got to do is whenever Yakface posts something, just go read the comments, and you see what everybody's upset about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
down
true.
that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying going on the marketplace and looking at people selling like $900 for like. There was one person they think they have a gold mine. And I'm like, you got a bunch of okay figures that are worth $5.
Right.
They want the world for them. I'm like,
yeah,
you're crazy. Just because it's
the
Star Wars
Facebook groups
mean...
are hilarious.
Yeah.
Usually, I just go just to look at the comments to either
see
how what's the word uninformed people are, or just how stupid people can be.
Yeah,
and it's very entertaining.
It's always entertaining either way.
I'm shocked when there'll be someone saying, "Oh, I've got collected these for years, and I'm getting out of the hobby." So there's like 20 figures, and there'll be like 2 really new figures that they literally walked down the shops and bought, and they're like, all together it's going to cost you this much. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's a great comment from Nick. Nick says, "Finish the 96 in Black Series." I agree. That would.
Wow.
96.
That's what you were saying, Jeremy. Like, get the figures on cards.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it would be, I mean, I would be open to it. I'm not so much in love with a lot of the new media, so I don't need to have all those figures. So for me, it's kind of like my Black Series collecting. A lot of times, if I love the figure, I'm buying 2. I'm like you, David. And it's not always just to keep one in box or keep one on card. I want to open one, keep one original, and then I'll usually customize or kit bash. So I'm just not doing that anymore. Not only because of the price, but just the character selection I'm not loving.
Because you were saying earlier at Ollie's, there's Ponda Barber and Dr. Evazan. Now they're in the New Hope, Galaxy packaging. If they if they decide to take them out of Ollie's and then go and put them on a card back, everyone would be like, "Wow, they're on the old card backs again," and people would actually buy them.
Yep.
People would actually go and buy them now.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put that up on the wall. It looks so cool."
So if Hasbro's in here shadow watching, I better get some credit.
Oh, they're always watching.
We're everywhere. Big brother.
I don't want any money. I just send me a figure. Just give me a card back.
Yeah, I would love to see more. I keep saying this. I want more of the Cantina aliens in Black Series.
Yes.
I want more of the Jabba aliens.
If they do the 96, you'd have some.
Yeah.
Man, they kill. They do. Look at the Gamorrean guard. Like, they just kill with the aliens, and it's like I'm begging them for more, please.
Yeah.
That's one of the best in the line right there. In fact, just the other day, my local Target had 2 on the pegs, along with a few other 40th figures, and I was just looking at it, going, "Man, it's such a good figure."
It's
I've seen a couple.
You know what I've seen that's been kind of discouraging for me is a lot of the Scout Troopers I found in stores. The face mask is all jacked up, so it's like I want to keep it in card, and I'm like, I just let it order one. Yeah, like the visor's crooked or the paint's misapplied somewhere.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're coming for
That's
you,
awesome.
Mike.
That's cool.
Well, we're just talking about Zero Jabba's thugs in the background there. We know as Star Wars fans, Yakface is back there, and there's so many different characters behind us, but they only bring out the characters that normies would look at in the paper. I know that character. I know that Gamorrean guard. That's that they don't do like Nikto and who else is back there? Wolf. I can see Wolf. Boba's back there. There's
what about that little? What about that little dog? They could do that in Black Series. There's a chain when Luke or Leia walks in. Yeah.
Who's behind me? Amanda Man. Amanda Man's behind me. That's it.
I want the Ephon on Black Series.
Can you imagine Black Series Amanda Man? That would be.
Is that Amanda Man there? Is on this side? No, there. Is that
let me make it big again. Where is he?
Who is behind there? Maybe I just ducked down.
You got Elephant Man.
Yeah, there he is.
Amanda Man, right there, right.
Yeah.
My bloody hand disappears. No, there.
It's the Force. Use the Force, Mike.
Good Lord. Oh,
oh man, that's funny.
I mean, those would be great. Even they could charge deluxe price for a man, with his big arms and staff and stuff. I mean, that would. I don't know. Maybe they don't feel enough sales,
A lot of the Black Series defenders will be like, "Oh, well, they have to make what Lucasfilm tells them to make," and it's like, well, I don't think that's necessarily the truth all the time. When there's media to support, but I think that there's just an opportunity. They're leaving money on the table.
Yeah. Eric makes a point. Yeah, because these, Evazan and Ponda Baba are at Ollie's now. That makes so they didn't sell well, right?
But just because they're at Ollie doesn't mean they didn't sell well.
But see that,
because they have X amount. Okay, we're gonna make X amount. You know, I'm not a professional or anything about this, but they're gonna make their money back with X amount. But just because they someone to Ollie doesn't mean they didn't make their money back.
It's poor distribution can be part of that too.
Yeah, that was during the bad distribution.
Yeah.
So.
Well, not only that, overproducing characters, repacking characters into future waves. Like Casca got repacked, Bo-Katan got repacked. Like those are slots that could go to a new character, and it's like they keep saying there's always new collectors entering the line. It's like, well, people are gonna be drawn to new figures. We don't necessarily need to have 25 Lukes, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I think who mentioned Nerdzoic's video at the beginning here. We talked about the supply and demand kind of video, right?
Oh,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I actually didn't watch it yet, but I mean, the point he's saying is that manufacturers, the pendulum's swinging back, right? Now there's going to be lower production runs. Is that basically what he was saying from his distributors, his sources?
He's frozen.
Oh, Jeremy, I was asking you a question.
No, I can hear you. I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah. So was that Nerdzoic's point? Was that he's seeing quantity? He thinks that production quantities are going down, so therefore don't wait to buy the figures on clearance, right? Because there won't be as many.
Yeah. So he thinks that. Yeah, because he said a lot of the feedback that he gets from his, obviously, he has customers, but he also gets comments on YouTube and Instagram, is that people nowadays, the mindset we have as collectors is, I'll just catch it on the sale. I'll just wait and play the long game. And a lot of people that's to your benefit. I mean, look how cheap Wrecker is now. And I've seen Endor Leia's like, $9 or something. But I think what that's going to send to Hasbro is, we're making too many. Now we need to swing things back a little bit more. If we're going to make this a collectible line and make people chase it, we don't need to make as many figures, and not, they won't hit clearance. You won't have as many backing up on the pegs. Retailers aren't ordering them, because for me, in my experience, my Walmart gets one case of the wave and that's it. They don't order another one. Whatever comes in, if you're lucky enough to get it, and then we're on to the next wave. There's no reordering. It doesn't happen. Target's a little bit better about it, but not as much. So I just think that it's going to send a message. The retailers are going to give the feedback to Hasbro, and they're going to be like, all right, we're just going to make less of a figure. So that's his guess. We'll see what happens over the next year.
There was a couple years in the Black Series where it was really lean, like when it was Force Awakens came out, and it was hard to find certain figures. I'm thinking specifically the wave with Baze and Chirrut. Those two, when they came out originally, they were really hard to find. And like Darth Revan, I think, for a while.
Jango Fett was hard to find. The Snow Trooper was hard to find.
That must have been back in 2016, 2017, sometime around that age. So and then all of a sudden there was an explosion. Then they upped the production again. And
the Jyn Ersos and the Rogue Ones were just everywhere.
Well, they're 3 cents, weren't they? Cassian and Jyn, they were marked into 3 cents to get rid of them. There was that many of them.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, Mike, you can still find Finn kicking around in the yellow jacket at some Walgreens.
01, number 1.
Yeah, 01, literally. Yeah.
In Australia we missed out on the card backs. The numbers of red and black boxes between 65 and about 89, 90. There's a whole empty spot where we didn't get any, and one of them was Holdo. Holdo was impossible to find in my country.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't send any Holdos. There's a couple of ways there that just decided, no, Australia's not getting them. They just keep on pumping out the ones that they made before. So you'd be like,
it's crazy.
Get all the early ones that they're coming back again. They reorder the same case as the old stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy you say that too, because Big Bad Toy Store has that wave still in stock. They can't sell it. It's crazy.
That is.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said though that I feel like Hasbro did a little bit more for Empire. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we got the Wampa, we got the Probe Droid, we got the 2-packs. I mean, I don't know. I feel like with Return of the Jedi, unless they're holding some stuff back for San Diego Comic-Con, I'm like, you guys are kind of light. A lot of this stuff is re-released.
Yeah, so far it's just been the 3 usual waves of figures.
Yeah.
Right.
Probe Droid was all new. Yeah, we got a brand new Luke, a brand new Yoda. Like I think that last wave of the Jedi stuff is where you get the new Vader and the new Luke, but I don't know. A lot of stuff's just repacks. The Royal Guards, those are old.
Jabba being re-released makes sense, but that's old. It's nothing new.
$90 though, like that thing was like $40 when it first came out.
I didn't know there was the Black Series one. I thought that was only 3 3/4 size.
Oh,
and it was in Black Series size. I stuffed it up in my video because all I went to was the pack with the Rancor Keeper, and then above it you had the Jabba, and that's what I was thinking the whole time. Oh, they're doing that, but you're gonna make it bigger. But they already did one that was on its own. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, Jabba was released 2 different ways, 2 different packaging there. Yeah,
and both called Black Series too.
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
I'm gonna wait till closer to the end of the year because I have a feeling Jabba will still be on Pulse, at $90.
Yeah.
If it goes on sale, I'll grab it. If it doesn't go on sale, I'll use some Christmas money and grab it because I do want a Jabba. That is one thing I lack.
I'd love
in the
that
Jedi
Jabba.
area is Jabba.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great centerpiece, like a great epic setup. Yeah,
exactly.
If you want to go,
I wonder too if it's gonna have
price.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, what'd you say, Mike?
$289 for Jabba.
$289.
Yeah.
Even
that's about $250 US.
That is
even with adjusting, that's pretty high.
Well, Mike, you just need to buy stuff in the States and have people ship it to you, even if they pay $50 shipping or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that seems to make more sense for you guys down there.
There's some that do it. Some use mail forwarding as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And that costs about $150 a year. But because you know how I have a PO box, I pay $150 a year for that PO box in this country. So it's like, do I need to drop money on both sides of the world?
Right.
Yeah. And you get some cool boxes from your fans.
Yeah, I do. That's unbelievable. Like I know some people go, I've got 1,000 Patreons and I got 1,000 members. Like I don't have a great members of that, but you guys just like, wow, it's unbelievable. Everyone supports me through toys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're an awesome guy, man. We like your content. We like what you do.
I try my best. Well, the only thing when I started,
you're honest too. You call it like you see it.
I was worried that people wouldn't like me because they're like, "Oh, who's this Australian?" With because Australians are seen as like larrikins and never taken seriously. The Steve Irwin, like, "G'day, mate." I was always thinking no one's going to take me seriously, so no one will watch me because that jarring cultural difference between being Australian and the rest of the world. I was always worried that I wouldn't get watched. No one would like me because he's just mucking around.
It all comes down to personality. You just got to have, if you got a good personality and you're okay on camera, people will watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're honest too. You bring, you tell it like it is. You don't hold back, and it's like I think people gravitate towards that. Your passion comes through. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I see comments where people think I'm just, how could you? I think one of my latest, not the latest thing that I said that was controversial was about a Vader that was covered in blood. Not covered in blood, the Revenge of the Jedi. And I said, I hate it. It looks satanic. Why would they do something like this? It looks like, it's weird for Star Wars. It's more like a horror figure. And everyone's like, how could you call it satanic? How could you call it blood dripped? It's from the poster. And I'm like, I'll just share my opinion. It's just how I thought. You can buy it.
I didn't think it was
go ahead and buy it.
They could have
everybody's gonna buy what they want.
The red a little bit. Yeah,
buy what you want. No, I'm just saying that I don't want it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing that I find weird about, like, that's a great point. It's like some of this stuff, when an anniversary comes around, like a lot of people love Jedi. They would like to see some actual screen accurate, like a convention exclusive that actually has some, real meaning, not just like a concept art idea. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it. And hey, the people that love it, buy it up.
Wow, go for it.
Yeah. Well, guys, I have to go. Yeah, I've got to.
All right, my friend.
I've got to run upstairs to watch a show with my wife. From. If y'all haven't watched From, you got to watch.
I'll check it out.
It is an incredible show. It starts at 9. So I told David I have to have a hard stop about 10 till. But thanks for having me on again, David. I appreciate it. Mike, it was great to see you. And Arthur, thank you for all of your support over the years. I appreciate it. And Jeremy, always good to see you, my friend.
You too, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
We'll see you guys.
All right.
Bye, Matt. Take it easy.
So Matt's like living in the 1990s when you still like had appointment television, huh? Were you like?
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "Hey, you used to stream that on demand."
I used to like cut off dinner or phone calls or whatever because it was 9 o'clock and Lost was coming on and I was going to watch that, or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
No, we used to have parents. My mother used to say, "My programs are on now. You kids be quiet."
Yeah.
Time my programs.
We tell our kids all the time how fortunate they are that they could just stream like
when they want.
Like our shows, if you missed it, and you were
pissed.
If there was a show where you had to watch,
or you had
you were messed,
or you had to record it on a VCR with some videotape.
Oh man, yeah.
And you didn't have a blogger who would tell you what, give you an episode recap the next day, so you didn't know. You had to
I know, right? Seriously.
Yeah. You had to wait for a rerun to catch up on what you missed. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's cool though. It's cool that he has an appointment with his wife to watch her show. That's awesome.
He's a great collection in the background too. He's fantastic.
Oh yeah, he's only collected for 3 years. He's got a lot of stuff.
Matt's so disciplined. He only does Black Series, and I like, man, that is amazing discipline because there's so much fun stuff out there.
Yes.
You probably don't know. I also collect trading cards as well. Yeah, I know it's horrible. You get so many things. Like sitting in front of me on my computer here. I don't know if it'll come up on camera. Yeah, see, look, I collect old cricket cards.
Wait,
wow, that's cool.
1901
screen. Hang on. Wait.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I know cricket's not a big thing in the US, but I don't know if the green screen will take it away. His name is Victor Trumper, and he was born in 1875. I think he was born, and he died in like 1918 or something at a very young age. But the legendary thing about him is he played cricket for Australia, went to England to play cricket, and while he was there, he watched rugby league. And he thought, geez, playing this game over here is pretty tough. So he brought the game back to Australia, and that's the sport that I love. More so than cricket. Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, 1901. I got him in a little 1903 edition. Oh, yeah, that green screen will take it away. These are really old cards. These are from cigarette packets. You had to buy cigarettes back in the day and pull these little cards out on the back. Will cigarettes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cigarette packs. That's crazy.
What is the price range on something like that, Mike? Where do those kind of range in your?
These will be $25 to $30 each, but that first one I showed he's a mint condition, so he's like 150. That one, he's super rare. And then also rugby league cards as well. There's this guy. He's the hardest one to get from this set. There were 6 rugby league players in the set, and I got them all, and that's the last one. $300 for that one, because on the back is our famous racehorse Far Lap. It's a double-sided card.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Yeah. Cool.
So you just completed a set that you were going after.
Yes, 6 whole cards. Took me 3 years to collect.
Congratulations.
Wow. Jeez. That's
and
awesome.
Other than that, I also collect autographs from the 1948 Invincibles cricket team. There was 17. Oh, I'm going to have to take the green screen off. 1 second. I'll just kill that background. Go none. There we go. Oh, I can see my son. There he is. There you go. So there's all the cricketers. And these cards were made in the 90s. And the photo was taken in the 40s. And there's one of the players, Neil Harvey. It's personally autographed. The captain was Donald Bradman. You probably heard of him. And Bill Brown. Yeah, so each of them. I love this sort of stuff. There's Sam Loxford. I hope to someday get all the players in the picture who signed these, but I don't know how many of the players lived long enough to have these cards made and have their autograph on them. So if some died before 1990 when these cards were made, they might not have all signed it. But I know there should be a Donald Bradman out there because he lived a ripe old age of like 94 or 96.
Wow, interesting.
That's awesome. Are you going to display them all, or you just collect them?
I don't know. I was going to make a YouTube channel out of it.
Well, there you go.
I don't know.
You'll find an audience, I'm sure, for that.
I'll go back to my living room again. There we go. Oh, Schwank.
There you go.
Something's out there. I know someone collects it.
Yeah. So that's the only thing where I'm like, oh, Star Wars. I collect Star Wars. Before that, I collected Hot Wheels. I've stopped Hot Wheels altogether. No more Hot Wheels. And then I got G.I. Joe, Indiana Jones, trading cards. It's like, whoa, I'm going to need to pump the brakes sometime. It's like, I'm getting too many collections. I'm collecting collections.
Yeah.
There's a name for that. It's called hoarder.
Yeah, there's a fine line, right?
You see, I'm mainly Black Series, but I have vintage collection. I very selective, and of course the retro. And I think this next retro box is my last one. So I'm gonna pump the brakes on that and just stick with Black Series and a few vintage. So, and of course,
isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how as collectors we're like, we want to, especially if we go into like different lines, and then we're like, okay, I'm gonna just do this. Like you try to like refocus yourself. I'm gonna stop here. That's the last one of that. Like, and then someone else comes out. You're like, oh well, maybe just one more.
Well, then they have those. What is it? The Jazzwares little ships. Have you guys yet?
Oh yeah, those? I've seen a few of those.
That's tempting.
I've been tempting with them, and I picked up just the original trilogy ones. I don't have them with me here, but they're upstairs.
Yeah.
I got the Millennium Falcon and all the original trilogy ones. So I'm sticking to my gun, no matter how many of the
prequels for you.
They make. No matter how many gunships they make, I haven't. But they're fun, So
a couple years ago,
they're pretty cool.
Did you guys ever see this line? So this was a couple years ago. This was Hot Wheels did these on little stands.
I have them.
And this is the Falcon from Solo when it was brand new.
Yeah,
with the extra piece in the front.
Yeah, and they're die-cast metal, and I don't know whatever happened to this line, but I got this and the Shuttle Tidarium, and that was it.
Yeah, Arthur, I've got some of the Micro Galaxy too, and I did the same thing. I'm not going to buy those Clone Trooper ships. I'm not buying anything from the prequels, or I'm just but because they're really cool. Like I bought the Falcon, and
well, the Falcon was it was $45 at our Target, and I think same at Walmart, but it was $25 online Target. So, but they price match. So I got it for $25, and it's the one that has it's the only one that has all the sounds, and you roll it. And my wife was laughing at me because I was sitting there playing with it. I'm like, I didn't know it did this. I didn't know it had sounds at all. Stop. Leave me alone.
You big kid. What are you doing?
He's like, what are you doing?
I tell my wife, I'm the biggest kid in the house.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I've been on the lookout for any chase, but I haven't been able to find any.
Is it one of 3,000?
I don't do anything online as far as that. So
I don't know. I can't
one
read
of 5.
It. One of 5,000. This is the one that has.
Is
Jedi.
It? Okay, yeah. I was going to say, is there something exclusive about it?
That's cool. Because the normal one has Luke in his orange regular suit.
Okay.
They put the Jedi Luke in there, and everybody's. I found the only other one that's not OT is I got the Moff Gideon.
I got that one as well.
So I found that locally. I'm sticking to only find it in store, out in the wild.
Yeah.
So that's my goal.
I know Mike would like to see this.
Oh,
so this was obviously this came from NECA. The accessories, the camera. Yeah. But this is the Diamond Select. I want them to do a 1/12 version. This is only 1/15, but it's still awesome. Oh, I turned off. Sorry. I turned off.
Looks like it has good detail to it.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Like the whole interior is detailed, and then it goes through all the lights and sounds and stuff. Little flux capacitor in there.
Flux capacitor in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's sweet.
So, and I got this thing. This was on sale at Big Bad Toy Store for like $30 5 years ago, and now it goes for a lot. I didn't realize how much this thing goes for now.
It's probably good it's not on sale at Big Bad right now.
Yeah. And they did a Knight Rider version. That's why I really want to get.
I don't collect Back to the Future. It's true.
That is true.
A collector dusts his crap.
If you're in your mom's basement and it smells like Hot Pockets, it's probably not a good thing.
I'm in my basement. It smells like
Hot Pockets. Oh, they don't sell them here anymore. We used to get them all the time. We don't sell them in Australia anymore. No. They weren't successful enough. There's brands that come out in America. If you guys buy the hell out of it, it comes to this country, and if it's not sold really well, they discontinue the line. It's because they can't sort of ship frozen stuff over from the US, so they have to make it here and put it in their own boxes. But if it's not successful, they just kill the line. Like Dr. Pepper used to be made in Australia, and they do not make Dr. Pepper in Australia anymore. You have to buy it imported from the UK or the US. Or if you go into that reject shop, they got it from Poland. Oh, don't drink it from Poland.
That's odd. Yeah.
No.
Dr. Pepper from Poland.
But it's not a good.
Terrible. I don't know what.
Not a good recipe.
No.
Years ago, we stumbled across a car show. Excuse me. We stumbled across a car show, and they had a couple. Nothing like they decked out in Back to the Future, but they had a couple showing off of DeLoreans, just like they have in the movie. So I still remember that. That was like 20 years ago.
There's a lot more DeLoreans in your country than mine. We had one cool. Make the news here as like at Supernova. They park one up and people pay a couple $2 to sit in the car and get the photo taken. And the reporter said there's less than 20 of these vehicles in Australia. And I'm like, less than 20 DeLoreans. Is that it? Is that it? Less than 20. There's 28 million people live here.
There's a company over here that's called DeLorean Rental, and they'll ship the car all over the United States, like the actual, somebody did a movie accurate replica version of it, and they'll send it, like you can have it for like your wedding, birthdays, like it's a whole business.
I bet they make tons.
Dude, that thing is always going somewhere.
Yeah, they ship it up here.
I told my wife, I'm like, my birthday's in December, I'm turning 40 this year. That'd be a good present, babe.
Oh man,
that would be cool. Sunglasses on, Power of Love pumping out of the stereo.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, just think of the pictures that you could take with it. Like I'd be happy to just have photos.
Yeah, I think what was the one guys, the American Pickers? They did an episode where they found one.
Really?
Yeah.
The girl on there, she was like, yeah, they found it. They I don't know if they ended up buying it, but they drove it around, and the girl on there was like, in love with it.
Did you guys watch the John DeLorean thing on Netflix at all?
Yeah.
The what?
It's really interesting, David. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. It's the whole story about like it's like a 3 or 4 part series about how the car was, how he made it and everything. But there's a company now, I think in Texas, that makes reproduction parts for it because people love that car. They still want the original version. But
I'm sure parts are hard to find.
The old DeLorean was going broke, so he decided to sell some cocaine and got him in trouble. Yeah, trying to refinance his company. Yeah, sad story.
Yeah, that story is really crazy. And I think they're trying to. Somebody owns DMC. They're trying to. I saw a concept car. They're trying to do an electric version, like an updated DeLorean.
He gets hit by a bolt of lightning.
Yeah. Sounds like some Elon Musk or somebody's developing. I don't know.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, I want to wrap this up because it's 9 o'clock now, my time.
Okay.
And I got work and school tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we all do.
Oh yeah.
Back to work.
Yeah. Kids got school for another week or 2 weeks. Thank God.
Yeah.
Are you on on Mountain Time, Dave?
I'm in Eastern Time, like New York time, Boston.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Arizona, so I'm on West Coast time.
Ah, Arizona. That's the state. If I was going to America, we're going to move to. I said to my wife, if we move to America, we're going to Arizona or Texas.
Well,
there you go.
It's very similar to company. Yeah. So.
You would like it. You'd have to really get used to the summers. It takes a year or so to get used to that, but it's beautiful. You'd like it. Yeah. It's no joke.
My dad went to business school in Phoenix, and they grew up in Southern California. And she said it was about May, and my mom was saying it was breaking 100. And she was like, "Nope." They went back. Yeah, they went back to the coast for the summer.
We get warm weather here. We get 40s here. 40s is about 102, 103, but we never get snow in the wintertime. We never ever get snow, so it's always warm here.
Okay.
Toasty.
What part of Australia are you in, Mike?
I'm on the East Coast. Think where Brisbane is. Brisbane is on the East Coast.
Okay.
And I'm sort of about, how would I say it? A quarter of the way down south towards Sydney. A quarter of the way down. So in between Brisbane and Sydney, but more closer to Brisbane.
Okay. Have you ever met up with Tony from Analog Toys?
Tony lives 3 days drive from me. He lives in Perth. It's like it's like Los Angeles to New York. That far away.
That's opposite side of the continent.
Oh. Yeah, other side. He's a long way away. Yeah,
wow.
The only person I've seen from any of the YouTube community is Fly Guy. You know Fly Guy? No, never heard of him. He used to do a podcast with Yak Face. Yeah, I saw him at a convention once. That's the only person I've ever met. Out of all the whole community, I live in the most out of the way place compared to everyone.
You got that area.
Yeah, I got that all to myself. I tell people in my town, I'm like, I'm the biggest YouTuber like in this area. What? You? Yeah, it's like, do you ever watch me? No. There's 100,000 people in my town, and then they can't believe I'm the biggest YouTuber in my town, and I've only got 20,000 subs.
The bar is really low.
Yeah, the reason being because once upon a time where I lived, the internet was really, really bad. So live streaming, I wouldn't be able to be a guest. I'd just be sitting there pixelating. Yeah, it'd take 10 hours to upload a 10-minute video. So that's slow. I'm talking like 1 megabyte a second. So now that people have got like 50, it's like, oh, we can. He got some Aussie internet there. He's got some Aussie internet.
we just lost Jeremy. What's Byron Bay? Is that where you live, Mike?
Yes, Byron Bay is about 30 minutes drive. It's just on the coast. Yeah, that's the most easterly Australian point.
Nope, he's back.
So that's what Edmonton posted here. Edmonton, where do you live? Are you down there in Australia as well?
I thought Edmonton would be in Edmonton, Canada.
I thought so too.
I think because on my Twitter, my location says Byron Bay. My location. Okay. Because I can't put the town that I'm in. It won't let me, so I just do Byron Bay. So it's like I just lined that up yonkers ago and just said that's my location. It's close enough. It's a nice, beautiful part of the world.
I tell everybody I'm in Boston. Yeah, he's in Canada.
There you go. Beautiful part of the world.
Alberta, Canada. Yeah.
That makes sense. Close to me. Almost.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well,
all right.
A fun stream.
It was fun.
Definitely
fun hanging out.
Thank you everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
And Mike, really appreciate it. It's fun chatting with you for the first time.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You're welcome.
Keep up the good content. And
try and pump out more content. Yeah. Last year was not a good year for anything. So that's I really struggled to get videos out last year. So this year I'm real happy about how things are going.
That's good. Yeah.
Last year, so floods, death in the family, all sorts of dramas going on. So like it was terrible.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work to edit videos together and editing, man. Even when you make
that's
it as simple as you can.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to make them funny and put those meme content in. You got to, and I'm trying to find clips in my head. I'm like, this would be funny. And then I try and find the clip online, and you got to download like a 25-minute video to take 3 seconds out of it just for a joke.
Capture the video, convert it, edit it. Yep.
There's some other YouTube. There's another YouTuber. He's like, I just film it, posted it. No, he doesn't do anything. It's like,
well, sometimes that's okay.
He hates editing. He goes on and on about he hates editing.
Yeah.
It's a chore. It takes dedication.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll say goodnight.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for hosting us. And Mike, definitely nice to meet you. Till next time.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah.
All right, guys.
We'll do this again in the future. Chat. Awesome.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Till next time.
For sure. Definitely, guys.